Sound. Okay, we're good to go. Oh,
Hello.
wrong tab. There you go.
I guess, do you want to see
Oh, sorry. I realized once you're done, you do your spiel, and then I'll show you what I was talking about.
I don't have much of a spiel. I'm just saying I'm doing some more art fighty. Just hitting some people. Beating the shit out of them, so to say.
Fair enough. Oh god, it does.
Look, she got used to me having the flow that I have.
Like, just going through
I
it.
do have a whole ass intro.
Right, and I'm just out here like, hello, I'm already doing thing. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Hey, I mean, to be fair, I also show up like, hello, I'm already doing thing.
I am working. Don't you worry. I am hoping, like, because I'm working on some other stuff, chat, that I can play Pal World this weekend, because I want to do that.
Well, that means I need to, set up the server.
Yay!
I say
Also,
server. Go ahead. Sorry.
I was gonna say, I just wanted to complain about Digimon Up.
Go ahead.
Like, new Digimon mobile game came out. It has, like, 4 different premium currencies. For, like, different things. And I'm like, having one, I'm like, okay, fine, give us one. But, hi, Foxtrots, but, like, I feel having any more than one is lame and stupid. Because, like, you should have, like, I get it for, like, games that are free, you have to have, like, some way of making income. So I understand that. But, like, have the game, like, the main one, the free currency. And then you could have the other one that just speeds up gameplay, but doesn't necessarily give you, like, all the things you can't do. Like, I don't know how to explain it. It just makes me salty.
Yeah, no, I understand what you mean.
Like, freaking Harry Potter Hogwarts, the one that was on the phone. That one basically held your character at gunpoint and told you to pay.
What the fuck?
So, like, somewhat early game, it was like one of those games that had, like, come back every so often to continue the story, right?
Uh-huh.
Well, basically, it leaves your character pretty early on in, like, a really shit situation where, like, you're bleeding resources. And the game is basically like, hey, you can come back tomorrow where all your shit's gone, or you can stop that today. With money. Which I think is, like, the worst thing I've seen, like, a mobile company do for a game. Especially because, like, a lot of the players would have been young, and they're like, Mom, I'm gonna die if you don't buy this!
It was a mixture of both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, Digimon Up doesn't have, like, anything near that egregious. But I just don't like the gameplay loop. It's like Idle, but, like, Weird Idle expects you to basically be opening gachas while you're idle.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, it's for different gear. Like, I was just going through it, and, like, you get the tutorial. I didn't entirely get it. Anyways, it's not something I could, like, see myself putting. I uninstalled it, like, right away.
Fair enough.
What I think makes me salty is, like, we didn't know, like, a whole lot about, like, the gameplay before it came out. So, like, it was, like, pre-register. And I think that's what makes me, like, salty. Is that, like, we weren't given, like, that much of it. Like, I think I would have been much more pissed off if this was, like, a paid game. Thankfully it isn't. But it's just not for me. Oh, that's not the right eraser. There you go. So go ahead, what you were gonna say, Ninja?
Oh, so I wanted to show you what I rendered out.
Ooh.
And then I said, oh, I don't like it. I need a break because my brain...
You gotta look at it with fresh eyes.
Yeah, sort of. So look at the monster's face.
Yes.
Essentially. And right now this is unrendered. Okay?
Right.
Now I rendered a little bit. Not a lot, but...
Switch him again?
Field Station 42 compute. What the fuck is a Field Station 42?
So
what were you asking? I think it's because of the distance from the camera that rendering the teeth that much, it makes it feel too sharp for how far away it is like my guess.
To be somewhat sharp. Like, I was trying to just clean it up a little bit.
Right.
But, I think I fucked up, so I'm going
I think you cleaned it up, like, too much.
Well,
Like,
I think it's also a situation where I'm putting detail and rendering on it, but the main focuses don't even have detail and render on it yet.
That could also be it, that, like, it looks too sharp compared to the rest of it, which is kind of, like, blurred, painted out.
Well, no, I meant, like, the main characters don't even have their full-on color. And
Right.
So, yeah.
Like, it's one of those things, like, I'd say, like, don't delete the layer, just, like, put it to the side.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I hit it.
That's generally, like, if I don't like my lines or, like, I want to come back to something, but, like, it was a lot of work, I do that, or I just, like, duplicate the file. It's just, like, one of the ways to try and do that. I'm in the middle of setting up a Field Station 42 computer for my TV. It's a broadcast and cable... Wait, how does that work? Yeah, with, like, Ren. How does that work? Are you basically just making your computer a TV? Or am I missing something?
I fucked up. I fucked up. It was gonna happen eventually.
What happened?
So you know how when I start drawing, I have this whole fucking... I do the alphabet to fucking warm up? I didn't save on a separate save file, so now my grid is dead.
No!
Oh, Ren.
Rip.
I gotta make a new grid.
There we go. Make a new grid, and, like, I'd say save it as its own, like, separate transparent PNG. That way, like, if this happens again, you don't lose it. Let me actually, like, pull this up so I can see it better. There we go. I really like, I think, I already told y'all, but, like, for chat, I'm basically doing an art fight mass attack of just shadow characters, so basically just focusing on silhouetting. Yes, but I can choose what content it has and show, even with ad blocks and stuff like that. That's interesting. So, like, it's live TV, but you're able to do stuff for, like, streaming, is my guess? I'm really bad at tech.
I'll be truthful, I don't even fully understand what he's talking about.
Like, what I'm understanding is that, like, he's doing a thing where, like, he is able to, like, route cable through his computer kind of deal. Simulation of the live TV feel. I think you're gonna have to, like, say an example for how it works, because I'm still not entirely sure I'm getting it. There we go. Actually, no, I'm gonna move this guy down. There we go. Oh no, I'm on the wrong layer! Hate when I do that. Oops. Let me lock that so that doesn't happen again. It's like good when you catch it early, but it sucks when you're like pretty far in and you realize, ah, shit. We'll say like naming my layers is much harder to do when I'm like trying to do this from my bed. Like I do like that I'm able to like draw my bed now, but I deadass can't bring my keyboard. And I don't have like, I'm not like fast enough of like a handwriter to like try using like the like script to text. I think that's what it's called, script to text, something like that.
You have to be fast about it?
It's like I would get too frustrated with how slow it is for me to want to. Like if I wanted to type a sentence, if I'm typing, it's a lot easier for me than writing that sentence down.
Huh.
me see about adjusting the sizes here. There you go. I think that's pretty good just for like this sketch. I should probably start putting the ones I've already thumbnailed down. I still gotta do this one. You can go up here. I really like this like dinosaur kind of one.
There.
Looks really cute, and I love the way the mouth opens. It's really sick. Actually, I kind of do want to put some of the mouth opening on that.
Dinosaurs go roar.
Dinosaurs are great. Let's see where I can put you. Yeah, I can put that. Actually, let me just put it over here. Yeah, there you go. Actually, also should start locking these. So I'm like on the Artfight like Reddit, just because like I like to like see. I was following what was happening with like the rule changes and all that. Oh, thank you for the scribe, Phantom Crustacean.
Hi,
Appreciate
Phantom.
Hi, I remember you from Ren streams. Think we're gonna actually do this like this.
I'm trying to convince you need to stream more often.
Yeah. He's holding me at gunpoint, guys. That's why I'm here today.
There's
Totally
no gun.
There's
No, he's holding you at kidnap point.
Kidnap point, yes, correct. But it's true, I do want to stream more and get like back into the habit of it. Because I do enjoy it.
Oh, well, since most of my chat is here, thanks. Hello, Foxers. Hello, Phantom Crustacean. I'm probably gonna have to put Digimon on hiatus.
Oh, right.
I'm probably gonna do an art stream next time. I don't know yet, but yeah, Digimon's on hiatus.
Because computers are mean.
Yeah.
I think I want to try something different with this angle. It was I don't remember if it was your graphics card or your processor. It was one of those, right?
I think it's the graphics card.
Right. And those things are being not that easy to get right now. Thanks for the link. I've been meaning to find her channel again, but lost it for a good while. So hello again. Hello again. And let me see, Foxtrot says, I can give it a bunch of videos and have the ability what videos can be shown on the channels, and it makes a guide like a TV guide, and I can put in ad breaks and choose the time and shows. That's so cool! Wait, that's actually really cool!
That's Nito Dorito.
So, like, you can basically, like, have, like, your YouTube playlist or, like, whatever stuff you want to watch just... Oh, it's really cool! I like that! I've never heard of something like that.
For Foxtrots, it's not because it doesn't like using Proton. Is that most likely Ren's graphic card is not getting updates anymore.
Yeah,
It's
I
an
looked
older
up what's
model.
going on with my graphics card. And the graphics card that I'm using, like I looked at like my temperature recordings for my graphics card. And for some reason, temp mem was just not recording any temperature, so I looked that up, being like, is this being an issue? Is this what's causing it? And I saw someone mention their graphics card, and they have the exact same graphics card that I have. And they're like, I'm probably just gonna, instead of like trying to replace my graphics card with one of the same, I'm just gonna update my graphics card because it's no longer being made. Radeon no longer makes this graphics card. Ah, well, fuck. That also means that the graphics card's no longer getting updates.
I feel like it'd be, like, fine for them to keep, even if they're not, like, physically making them, I feel like they should still, like, offer support. You know? Like, at least for a little while, because I think that's generally, like... I hate using Nintendo as, like, a positive example in this day and age. But, like, that's how they handled, like, a lot of their online shops for, like, Wii, Nintendo DS, and all. Those things ran for, like, over a decade and a half after, like, they stopped producing them. I feel like graphic cards to be the same.
I mean...
So, well, I, as an interested party who would like... Fuck my life. Who would like to get my graphics card to keep having support, I agree with you.
Yes.
But the part of me that understands the business side of things understands that it takes time and
Yep.
money to develop the updates for said graphics cards.
It also takes maintaining a
Also-
lot of servers.
Also, Uni, there is a thing about how old his graphics card might be.
Right.
Like when Ren got his, it was like at least 6 years ago, and we don't know if it was a new or old graphics card at that point.
Was it secondhand?
No, but it doesn't mean it's not a new.
No, that's true. That's true. And
Like my computer was a COVID computer.
I got
What I
you.
mean by new is that it wasn't the latest model. Is what I was trying to say.
I got you. I got you. I got you. So, like, there was no guarantee, like, how long they were already keeping it, updated before
Yeah.
you got to it. I got you. Oh god, I forgot this guy had, like, a super, like, hard to, like, kind of see reference sheet.
Len.
It's like, I like the design for the reference sheet, it just feels like it has, like, a black gradient over it, so it feels a little weird.
You hear me?
Okie doke. I just
Like, here's the thing, right?
Go ahead.
Because I'm basically responding to Foxtrots.
Yeah.
If it was just that it's not liking Proton, that would be one thing. But I feel like that shouldn't cause my entire system to crash. If
Right.
it was just it doesn't like Proton.
Like, it wouldn't be taking everything down with it.
Yeah.
I got you. Honestly, I am just terrified for the day I need to replace this computer, because this one was already, like, hard to get. Just, like, money-wise. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna take care of you as best as I can. As I can. But, like, I also, like, need to remember to do stuff like update my shit, because I had to do my drivers recently. Because, like, I remember I told y'all my tablet was, like, having, like, weird texture stuff, and y'all suggested updating the drivers for the graphics, and I was like, I can't believe that works.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. Actually, so for the pose I'm thinking for this guy, his back would be breaking if I draw it as is. So let me adjust that.
Like, oftentimes, most of your problems can be watered down to, is it up to date?
Right. Like,
If
is
it's
it
not up to date, then it's not up to date.
You gotta figure it out so it actually functions the way you want it to.
Yeah.
Let's try flipping. Let's try that. I do really like getting to see, like, all the variety in designs for Artfight. Because some people, like, really get creative with, like, simple concepts. I saw a character sheet on Reddit for it. And, like, they had, like, just 1 or 2 characters on it. But one of the characters was kind of, like, robotic with, like, a lot of long limbs. So they made it, like, weave in and out of the character sheet. It was really cool. And Foxtrots asked, what brand of GPU you got?
Graphics, right? It's a Radeon. Let me get to my meta cooler control. My GPU is an AMD Radeon RX 5500 XT.
And I'm using NVIDIA, I don't know what kind.
You can probably go to your system settings and it should be listed in there.
It should, but I'll do that later. I know what it is when I need it. I also have, like, the NVIDIA, like, updating app all settled.
Fair.
Like, honestly,
I don't have an NVIDIA. I don't have a Radeon updating app all settled because I am on Linux.
yeah, that's kinda.
And that's a fucking .exe.
You have a lot of freedom with Linux, but it also has its issues, huh?
Well, the issue is, see, the thing is that we can call it an issue all we want. The issue isn't Linux itself. It's me. As in, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
Like you had to install Linux basically by yourself, right?
That was when I first got Arch Linux. I did have to install it by myself, but when I moved to Catchy OS, it had a very user-friendly installer.
Ooh, I got
Here
you.
be.
Okie doke.
So I didn't really have to struggle against Linux when it came to installing Catchy OS.
It wasn't as hard as it could have been.
I'm
Yeah.
back. Discord had an update.
Discord had
With
an
that
update.
said,
Oh no.
I'm thinking of maybe moving to like SteamOS, because the Steam machine just came out, so the new SteamOS is out.
Wait, there's a Steam OS?
Yeah,
What?
fucking Lord Gaben fucking loves having his shit the way he wants it, which basically just sums up exactly how Linux people are.
I might actually have to look into that. That sounds interesting.
So, Lord Gaben has released the Steam machine, which means that he has released the SteamOS.
Yeah, I might want to look into that too. That sounds interesting. Because also, it's less of the running in the fact that Windows likes to say screw you. Yeah, and it is Arch-based.
And it is Arch-based. Yeah, I know that it is Arch-based. I did look it up.
Can I ask what that means?
Arch is a type of distribution for Linux,
Right.
which basically just there's Ubuntu, there's Mint, there's Arch, and all of these basically work kind of the same, but they use different things to. They use different. What the fuck am I trying to say?
I don't know.
Oh god, where's that? Basically, what they use to upload and download things is different.
Right.
Because for it's the package managers. Thank you. Like I know for Arch, you use Pac-Man.
What?
Pac-Man.
I'm assuming that's not the game.
No, it
Right.
stands for package manager.
Okay. That's why I was like Pac-Man.
For Ubuntu, you use. God, what the fuck is it called? grep. No, not grep. Fuck, I don't know. Sorry, all the distributions that I've used fucking run off of fucking Arch.
Right.
So, that's why I'm all bleh right now.
All brain, no wanna function.
It's not so much all brain no wanna function, so much more is that I am explicitly used to Arch Linux.
Right.
Ah,
So
it's apt, that's right.
More something you have to get used to.
Yeah. I guess the best way to put it is when you're doing Linux as opposed to Windows. Windows is renting a home. So any decision you want to do with that home, you gotta run it through someone else. Whereas Arch Linux is you own that home. You built that home yourself. So therefore anything that goes on in that house was always your decision.
I think I get it.
But the issue is, do you know how to do plumbing?
No.
Do you know how to do electrical wiring?
No, I think I'm getting this analogy.
Do you know how to do the gas pipes?
You basically need to know how to code.
Yeah, it's like once you get past setting up Linux, the need to code becomes less,
Right?
but it is still kind of a lingering in the background thing because you might have to.
So it's like in case you have have to troubleshoot, I imagine.
Yeah.
That you have to like be prepared to figure it out.
Yup.
Oh, wait, this guy's a little guy. Sorry, I'm just like looking at this character a bit better and like he's a little guy. He's tiny. I like Undertale and Deltarune OCs. Folks can get really creative with the style for it.
So when it comes down to it, I do like Linux because I'm kind of past the part, but that is part of the fun. That is part of the fun. I'm not gonna lie. But like once you get past the part where you no longer need to code in your computer into existence, it's just a computer.
And it's easier to use once you get past the hard stuff.
Yeah. But the issue is learning the hard stuff.
Right.
I would absolutely recommend it, but I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. You're gonna get lost.
It's gonna be frustrating for a bit.
Yeah, like the reason that I installed Arch Linux first because the meme is that it's the hardest Arch. It is the hardest Linux to install.
Right.
That was the entire reason I installed it.
Because you wanted to have, like, you wanted the challenge, or?
It was very much a bitch. Don't tell me what to do.
You can't tell me what to do because I can't read.
So I installed Arch Linux, the original Arch Linux first.
Right.
And that forced me to go through the coding half of things. Because once I installed Catchy OS, I didn't have to do any of that coding.
Right.
Gray is just dark white. I mean, truly
Yes.
real?
Like, technically, yes. Or it's also light black.
Or, you know, it's tinted by other colors.
French gray is one that I always remember.
French gray?
It's like a warm gray, and I only know that because, like, Lavender Town mentioned it specifically in one of her videos. As, like, something, like, weird knowledge she has of art, and she's like, I know that shade of gray is called French gray. I'm like, that seems kind of a mean name for a color. There we go. Do not underestimate Undertale and Deltarune artists. He'll create a masterpiece of horror with the greatest artist known to man, just for shits and giggles, hell yeah. I've seen it, somebody posted one time that Undertale and Deltarune are games that happen when you have a composer code a video game instead. They're like, yeah, that kind of makes sense.
Well, yeah, that's pretty much Toho.
That's also a very good point. I mean, they have gotten compared a lot for being like the kind of bullet hells.
They work together. They worked together recently.
I forgot about that.
I want to comment on this video I just saw, but I'm not allowed to.
Are you blocked or comments are off?
No, as in, I don't want to get you in trouble.
I got you. Let me see.
So I'm gonna just mute myself and talk to my wife real quick.
Okay. Understandable. Have a nice day. Let's see. Where's the thing? Did I already move him? Yeah, he's already up here. Okay, it's looking kind of wild. I'm on par. Can't say anything without autocorrect screwing it up. That is so true. And I'm somebody who uses, like, swipe to type on phones. And that thing really likes to fight you. Why is everyone arguing over top or bottom? I would have been happy to have a bunk bed. Should we tell him? No. Let's not ruin his innocence. I mean, I would love to have a top on a bunk bed as well. I like bunk beds. I remember growing up, I wanted a bunk bed, but, like, that wasn't gonna happen. Because, like, those things are also, like, really big. But, like, as an adult, I was like, I kind of wanted, like, a loft bed. You know, the ones that are, like, there's not a bed at the bottom, so it's, like, a desk or something. And then the top is, like, lifted. Like, that's what I had in college. Because our dorms were actually pretty nice for, you know, college. Wasn't nearly as bad as, like, some places, at least. Still, like, had issues and all. Like, of course, I think, like, every college is like, oh, yeah, it's haunted. Me and my brother had a bunk bed growing up. That sounded interesting. It was. I, like, had roommates for the first part of college. Like, my first year and a half? But I kept getting really, really, really bad roommates. So I would literally, like, went to the housing and I'm like, please, can you give me a single, please? And I was lucky enough that I was able to have singles for the rest of my time in college. Which was great! Like, of course, the fact that I have so many health issues also made it easier for me to get that, because they do have, like, single dorms for people who have, like, disabilities. Like, one of the ones I had was really nice because it had, like, everything was a lot lower, like, the shelves and everything, and, like, the pantry, so it was easier for me, with my busted-ass back and, like, horrible joints, to reach stuff. It was really nice. What sucked, though, is that, my college did do this really stupid thing that drove me absolutely insane. In that every single time, like, whenever we went to summer break, right? We would get kicked out of our dorm, even if we were doing summer school.
Why?
Yeah. I'm talking about dorms.
Oh, right! In fucking
At my
higher
college.
education.
Yeah.
My brain had to remember, do not mention school names.
Do not. School name! No! It's a university. Yeah. I called it a university one time, and my dad was like, you can't call it that, it's a college. And I'm like, what are you on about?
It technically is a university.
He basically said, like, you're not British, why are you calling it a university?
Because it's in the name.
It's like, yeah, I just thought it was very funny. But yeah,
I mean, it quite literally is in the name.
Exactly. But, like, freaking, every semester, like, for the summer semester, they'd kick us out of our dorm. Because, essentially, they wanted all the summer school students to be in the same, like, dorm community. Like, so, you know, it's, like, less resources to, like, spread around with people all over the place. They just wanted us all in one spot. Which, on paper, I get. But the problem is the execution was shit. Even if you were, like, staying over for the summer, they'd kick you out, right? Which was annoying.
Yeah.
But the thing is, they changed. Like, every summer, they changed which community was the one that was going to be the summer one. So I tried to get ahead of it one time by going to, like, where they sent us to summer during the start of the school year. Like, let's say I started in community A, and they wanted me to move to B for the summer. So what I decided to do was, okay, when school started after the summer, I stayed at B because I was like, okay, cool, this is great. They're not gonna move me. Guess what they did? I'm like, what's the point?
They said, haha, you thought.
Bitch, you thought. This was
Guess
done.
again, bitch.
This was done just to spite me. I'm like, it's so frustrating because, like, me and Nana got really used to moving me because this happened so often that I'd, like, have to, like, be, like, we got to the point where, like, I could move all my shit in, like, a day because they, like, never gave you, like, long-term notice. Just like, hey, bitch, be out of here.
Part.
Exactly! They were always just like, guess what? You guys gotta be out by this date or you're screwed. Bye! So frustrating. We'll say, though, Dorm B was much nicer than Dorm A. So I didn't mind having to go to B. But, what A had is that it was much closer to the physical school. So, you know, it's like less of a walk, right? Because my school really said, screw you if you have trouble walking, if you have disabilities. This is gonna be the most disability non-friendly school there could be.
I mean, from what you told me, it was also regular ability unfriendly.
It was honestly also regular ability. Like, oh shit, wrong layer!
My
No!
lord, you need to stop drawing. Why? Wrong layer.
I gotta stop doing this. I keep, like, moving the reference up, and every time I move the reference up, I'm like, oopsies, we're drawing on this layer, right? Yes, college, the largest cult gathering. Listen, I'd say it's more accurately a collection of multiple cults, you know? And sometimes there's overlap, but there's not always overlap, you know?
Yeah, I'll say that it's a collection of cults.
Because, like, it's very different. Like, I tried to do, like, extracurriculars during college, but I didn't super, like, it was always really exhausting. Because I did one for one of the groups, if I say the group name, it's too specific, but basically, it was for helping, like, students who are, like, struggling with, like, money, like, having, like, resources and all that stuff while in college. I worked that for a while, but it was so badly organized. Like, I'd be told something, and I'd, like, ask for clarification, and they're like, you know it, and I'm like, what do you mean I know it? Like, I had to, like, make a schedule one time. And I'm like, okay, what works for everybody? And they're like, oh, you can figure it out. And I'm like, wait, no! No, that's why I'm asking you! I don't want to schedule you if you have class at that time, you know?
Right?
It was, like, so that got really frustrating, and I basically just got to the point of, okay, I don't even know if I'm doing any good here because nobody is telling me shit. It wasn't financial aid, that's different. I mean, like, not so much for, like, tuition or housing, but more so, like, toiletries, food, that kind of thing. Like, it was more so that kind of stuff.
Fair.
It was kind of cool to chill there in, like, their, like, area, though, because they had a really nice, like, gathering area office. And they always had tea, which was really nice. I really liked that. They always had nice tea. Actually,
I thought you were gonna say that it was some kind of tutoring thing.
Oh, no. It's not tutoring. I tried to apply for tutoring, but, like, apparently, like, that was, like, something they had in excess when I was in school. I imagine they're struggling a lot more now, but... no, it was just more so for, like, helping students, like, hey, I don't have enough money to buy, like, toiletries or whatever, so we would, like, request, like, funds from, like, people, like, hey, could you just, like, spare a little bit, or ask students, like, hey, if you have extra. Like, you know, like, also, like, you know how a lot of people just have, like, a lot of canned food they never actually are gonna use? It's, like, also that kind of stuff, like, canned food drives.
Ah.
Because the school, did have a pantry. Like, it was separate from, like, us, but, like, we technically also, like, contributed to it. It was nice, though. I will say the best tea I had in college was completely by chance/accident.
Whose tea did you steal?
I didn't steal the tea! But I almost stole the cup. The worst type of people to deal with most of the time is old people. It can be frustrating, especially because you know it's, like, not their fault that they're, like, having issues a lot of the time. But, no, the thing with the tea is that I had to go, like, it was actually for this organization. I was basically running around looking for people because I needed to deliver, like, letters, because for some reason we couldn't have done this over email. I ended up being found by the ambulance. I had to be found unconscious in an elevator later that day, but we'll get to that. I was in a building I'd never been before, and I'm just, like, trying to go up and down the stairs because fuck you, this place does not like disabled people. And there was this cute-ass mug on a windowsill. It was so cute. It like had a bunch of like chemistry symbols on it. And then it like had like a lot of math terms and everything. It was just like a really cute, like kind of like nerdy mug, right? And I like picked it up. I didn't see anybody around because all of the offices were like empty. And it had tea in it still. And I smelled the tea when I picked it up and I'm like, oh my god, this smells amazing. I didn't drink it.
I'm with Oxford. It sounded like you were going to drink it.
I wasn't gonna drink it. My plan was I was gonna dump it out, wash it, and take it home, right? But like as I'm debating this, I hear like thunderous footsteps coming up the stairs. And like a professor like reaches it and like, you know, like that SpongeBob caveman meme where like he's all stanced up? She basically reached the top of the stairs like that, looked at me, looked at the sill, and she's like, my mug! And I'm like, oh yeah, okay, here you go. And like I just gave it to her and I'm like, oh, that tea smells really good. And she's like telling me she's in a rush. She's like, wait, no, I got you. Runs into her office, grabs me a couple tea bags, shoves them in my hand, and runs away. It was very funny.
Well, at least she...
There was a point I was preparing for college, but then they got really expensive and got infested by the dumbest people imaginable. And very lucky my family moved a lot at the time. Fair enough.
Oh, I can imagine that. No, but what I was saying, like, at the end of that, so... My college was also pretty big? So, like, there's, like, a lot of hills, it's a lot of up and down. It's, like, it's, again, hell, if you have any physical disabilities. And I was out here delivering letters to buildings I have never been in before. And this was during summer school.
I mean, to be fair, when you explained the building to me, it sounded like it was hell for anyone who wasn't a bodybuilder.
Oh, 100%. Like I've said before, there was a place called, like, it was, like, Cardiac Hill or Heart Attack Hill. Not, like, officially named, it's just, like, what students called it. Because, like, it made you want to die. When you were, like, you look at it and you're like, that's not that steep, and you climb it and you're like, I hate my life. But I was running around the school. I actually ended up on the side of the highway because, like, our school was a little too close to one. My feet were killing me. I take off my shoes and start walking barefoot. Because my shoes, I had walked so much that, like, something in them was stabbing into my foot. So, okay, I'm now walking through all of this barefoot. Sun's going down. I still need to get home and get to class, but I need to deliver these fucking letters. I make it to another building I'd never been before. And I just remember being like, okay, I'm gonna sit down in the elevator. I'm gonna sit down in the elevator for just a second and catch my breath. Well, apparently I got found by a couple students. Because I knocked out. And, like, I remember the paramedics got called and I was like, no, wait, I'm fine, really. It was, something. I remember, like, I think actually this was the incident that got me to stop going to that group. I deadass think this was the incident, like, thinking back on it at the time, like, I think it was. Because I was, like, salty because I wasn't given very good directions to begin with to, like, actually find my way to where I was trying to go. So, like, I just got lost and buildings aren't numbered and, like, ah! God, that was... I still remember that. I mean, if anything, years past, it's a story.
Yeah.
Like, I forgot which YouTuber it was, but they said, like, do it for the story. And I'm like, okay, within reason, I agree with that. Yes?
It's a comedy. After all, comedy is just tragedy plus time. Ha, ha, ha.
Sounds like no one there wants you to be a big shot. Yeah, that's how it feels. So you need a GPS to get around. No. GPS was not useful for this situation. Because the buildings weren't always named right.
Be careful with the references you're pulling from. She only knows chapter 1.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. I know, like, I played the OG Undertale. I played Deltarune chapter 1. I vaguely know what happens in chapter 2, And I don't know anything beyond that, pretty much. I've been waiting for the whole thing to drop. Like, I've seen... Of course I came across, like, Big Shot because that was a meme for a while. And, like, I know, Spampton. Because I have found... I've watched that fight before.
I don't know who this Spampton is, but I am quite a fan of Kinger. Not Kinger. Yeah, but I am a fan of the guy named Kane.
I do like Kane. I really liked the Amazing Digital Circus finale.
Did you know that the reason why the voice actor for Kane got his job is because of a video he made of Spampton?
I wonder if it's the one I'm thinking of. Because, like, I did see a lot of animations with Spampton just because I thought he was a very funny little guy. Is it by any chance...
saw a Tumblr sexy man couldn't help herself.
No! No! I genuinely don't like... I generally don't like Tumblr sexy men. I don't tend to fall for them. I want to put that out there. I fall for more niche sexy men.
That's right. She just likes Luna. She just thinks he's really cool.
The closest I came to simping for a Tumblr sexy man was Sans. And I'm pretty sure that was just because I felt obliged to because I was on Tumblr during that time period.
You're not obliged to do anything you don't want to do.
Well, you see, I was a child. So I was like, I have to do this. I have to do this. Everybody simps for Sans. I have to do it. Even though I always liked Papyrus more. He's sad boy.
Papyrus
Not sad
is
boy,
better
but...
than Sans in every imaginable way.
I think Sans is a character that you don't really like unless you play the genocide route. Because you don't know his deal.
No, some people don't even like him after that, too.
Which is also fair.
I played the genocide route just to kill him because it looked like a fun fight. And you want to know what I gathered after playing the genocide route?
What?
Undyne's the best fight.
Undyne is an infinitely better fight, and I have no idea why everyone fucking freaks out over Sansa's fight.
It's because it is, it's technically quote-unquote harder. And, like, people, you know, like they say, like, it's difficult, that means it's better. But I do agree with you that, like, Undyne's fight is better choreographed and is just generally more fun to play. I do remember back in the day that somebody had made, like, recreated Sansa's fights in essentially a browser game so that it's easier, like, people who didn't want to go through the whole genocide route could just play that and get the experience. And I remember thinking, like, I wonder if somebody ever did this for other boss fights, because I would have liked to see it for Undyne. I don't think we fight Mettaton? Or it's not, like, really a fight. No, we just kick his ass immediately, sadly.
Yeah, he
shows up, transforms, dies.
Yeah, which is
basically
sad.
We'll do nothing until you do the first attack.
Yeah.
And it's like, come on.
That's, like... It makes me sad because, like, you see his design for, like, his quote-unquote fight, and you're like, oh, that looks cool. And then they don't do anything with it.
Yeah.
But, like, I get it, too, because, like,
we're not gonna reward you for being a terrible person. That's
the general idea. I get it. But the fact that they went so hard on, like, everybody else, like, not everybody else's, but Undyne, and Sansa's fights, I'm like, I would have liked them to also go, like, I think what I'm trying to say is I wish Genocide Route was hard mode.
It would be better if it was, but most enemies just sit there, stare at you blankly, and then die.
Like, I get the point Toby was trying to make, but I do think it would have been, like, felt cooler if it was, like, a harder. And I also think that would have also still hit the meaning, like, life is harder when you're a dick. So I think that would have worked better still.
I mean, it would have brought forth the point of life is harder if you're a dick. However, the point that Toby was making is life is lonelier if you're a dick.
Yeah, which I do get. I do get that. I get both points. It's, like, one of those things that, like, I I imagine somebody has modded the game by now to essentially do that. Like, I'm pretty sure.
All I'm gonna say, though, is that one of the reasons that I don't mind the genocide route is that a lot of the look at the quirky Chungus character, it just doesn't appeal to me. A lot of
Really?
those characters just do not appeal to me. I fucking hate Alphys.
Oh, I love her!
I can genuinely on one hand count the characters that I like. Asgore, Undyne, Papyrus. It didn't even take the full hand.
Like, I like Alphys. I think it's mostly like, I feel like I was very close to her in personality when the game came out. So, like, I do, like, kind of, like, did kind of, like, imprint on her. And I remember drawing her a lot. But I also remember, like, I thought it'd be cooler if she was a feathered dinosaur, so I redesigned her like that. I'll have to look for that art somewhere.
My favorite version of that line is, "Life is a tragedy when viewed up close, but from afar, it is the greatest comedy."
I think that's pretty accurate. Like,
To be fair, I was just quoting GLaDOS.
like, I think that's very true, and I know exactly which historical event I can point to. And, the start of World War I, assassination of Archduke Ferdinand.
Yeah.
War was a horrible thing, but the events leading up to this guy's assassination are just so insane, because they basically sent, like, 3 hitmen. The first 2 just failed, third guy failed, and he's like, well, I guess I failed too, I'm not even gonna try, I'm gonna go get myself a sandwich. He goes to get a sandwich, Archduke Ferdinand is in his line of sight. It is, like, such an absurd turn of events, because also the driver who was driving him basically went a wrong direction. So yes, the wars and everything that resulted from this are tragic, and, like, extremely so. But it's just insane, like, the line of events that got us there.
I mean, I'm gonna describe World War II from how my teacher described it, which was basically the end of World War I was your girlfriend was getting picked on, so you went to defend your girlfriend, and then that guy called a bunch of his friends, and then he and his friends kicked your ass. And then you were forced to write an apology letter.
That is a hell of a way to describe that. But I'm also pretty sure...
Like, yeah, that is actually what did happen to Germany during World War I.
Like, I'm pretty sure my teacher did something similar. But, like, she made us write it. She made us effectively write, like, okay, do the America doing Declaration of Independence, but write it like it's a breakup letter. Like a breakup text, that's what it was.
Dear Britain, you're too controlling. Fuck you.
You're
Stop
too
asking me
controlling.
for
I
money.
deserve better. I'm gonna work on myself. Yeah, like, stop asking for money, you broke bitch. I don't even remember what I wrote. It's been so long. But I do remember that writing assignment because I remember looking at it and being like, what the hell? Or, like, this was probably, like, before, or, excuse me, after y'all were in high school. But there were a lot of, like, classes doing things like, hey, write this series of historic events like it was a Twitter dashboard. Like, I remember that one. Yes. It was awful. Like, literally, like, it was something like, write, like, U.S. history from, like, start of U.S. history to, like, modern day. Write it like a series of tweets. I'm like, what? And obviously, yes! And obviously this was, like, long before Twitter had, like, longer text posts, yeah. So, you know, the result was, not great, because, like, you can't even get into...
it was Japan's fault why we joined. Yes, it was. And now they celebrate the U.S. Independence Day.
Yeah, it's, America was basically of the opinion, like, hey, we don't want to get involved, you know, we're across the ocean, this doesn't directly affect us. And then Japan kind of pulled us in.
we basically went, okay, we don't want to deal with a war because we just got out of World War One.
Exactly.
But you guys are fighting each other, so we'll trade weapons for money, but we're not gonna get involved directly.
Right.
And then Japan went, that guy's giving people weapons!
It's like another one of those things that's like, how did we get here? The quote is from Esther in this case, from the game Sucker for Love. Not sure where that's from. I'm trying to figure out.
Sucker for Love is great.
Let me...
The first one is.
I'm assuming it's a game, but what's it about?
Sucker for Love is about kissing eldritch horrors.
Fuck yeah!
Like, totally not
I know
Cthulhu
which one.
and the Yellow King.
I know which this one is. I do remember it now. I just had completely forgotten the name. I think you guys mentioned it before.
Yes.
Yellow King is
Specifically
such a
to
fascinating...
you because we
yeah.
figured you would like it.
Yes, you're right, and I haven't had the chance. But, like, I have been wanting to get to that because I do remember it because I wanted to inflict it on a friend.
Anywho,
Who, like, already loves...
Sucker for Love 1 is very well written. I think Sucker for Love 2 is not well written. And they're making Sucker for Love 3, which looks like it's going to be well written.
Huh. Well, did they give a guess when it's coming out?
No idea, but it's very funny.
Also, but now they are basically now our best ally. That is true. And is the third one on the way? Will you get it? Go out and get with the colors from out of space. What? Wait, like...
So the first one is... The first one is Cthulhu and the Yellow King. The second one is the All-Mother. The third one, a meteorite lands in your apartment. And in order to keep it alive, you gotta feed it colors.
That's a cool concept. Is that the one with the femboy Azathoth or Cthulhu? I'm assuming yes.
The issue with the second one is... that it feels like they were afraid to... You need permission to mask off a little.
Text me at first. Because I do generally try to keep my channel chill on that. Oop-a-dee-doop, boop. Doop-doop-doo. Also I'm trying, as there's more and more little guys on the screen, I'm struggling to place them.
Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, where's the pipe water?
It should be on you.
But that was kind of my idea. Oh no, you're welcome to say that.
No, see, the thing is that I am not going to be that nice if it's actual words.
Yeah.
Basically, they wrote a woman, and because it was the day that it was, they couldn't give her flaws, so therefore they couldn't make her dumb. And because they couldn't make her dumb, she wasn't funny.
And sometimes when you do a character like that, you end up with a Mary Sue.
Oh, it was definitely a Mary Sue.
Yeah. I think that this is a lot of the reasons, because I feel I'm gonna put the finger on Disney really quick, because I feel like they've been really guilty of this lately, where in their live action remakes they do that thing where they're like, hey, our female characters have to be perfect, and that's girl power by making them perfect. And I'm like, no, that's reductive. You're doing the opposite. It's really kind of funny, but The Boys actually did a really good job of showing, why that's, really bad to do, and, how bad it actually is. It doesn't help. I don't remember, did you guys ever watch The Boys?
No.
So this was, I don't know, I don't want to know what season. Basically, one of the girls, one of the main superheroes, doesn't Mary Sue just have to do with power, not flaws? It's both. Mary Sue
the issue with Mary Sue's is quite literally the best way to describe a Mary Sue is they are too perfect. That is the biggest flaw. They can never fail. If they fail, it somehow leads to a victory anyways.
Can I use
They are never wrong. They they don't grow as a character because, well, they're never wrong. They don't have to. And they can just overpower anyone and anything that comes their way, be it mentally, physically, metaphysically, or what have you.
I am going to use an example of a Mary Sue, because, like, I know this one very well. So Warrior Cats has its own version of My Immortal.
Oh, God.
It is so funny. Also the Erasion cover, Exquisite Taste, favorite Pokemon movie. It's such a good movie. Rise of Darkrai is a really good Pokemon movie. Back to Mary Sue. I think it's called, like, it's like Moonstars, whatever the hell. There's, like, a lot of debate as if to whether it was, like, written seriously or, like, as a joke. Like, oh, no, it's like I remember, it's Stargleam's Prophecy, I remember. Like, quick thing in Warrior Cats, you can't name somebody Star because that means, like, they're very important. So, like, basically they have this character, a little kitten, come out of the womb, immediately perfect at, like, fighting, at, like, doing everything. All, like, the important male characters like her, and again, she is, like, a 2-day-old kitten. And, like, everyone loves her. She's, like, really cool. They're like, oh, yeah, you're the strongest. You know what? We're just gonna make you the leader. Because, like, you can do no wrong. Like, they just show up, solves every single problem. And it's just like, okay, like, the problem is solved because we have this child. Literally, child, your name is Stargleam. Okay, we're gonna make you a warrior in a week. Like, week-old kitten now. And they're like, okay, fuck it. None of the leaders are doing a good job. You're gonna be the leader of everybody. And we're gonna change your name to Gleamstar, because Star would sound stupid. And it just
They're right, it does sound stupid.
It does sound stupid! I vaguely remember there being, I think this might be a different fic, but I vaguely remember there being, like, a weed joke in it. Like, it, like, gives her, like, it might be a different fic, but, like, oh, it, like, makes her, like, more spiritually connected or something. It's like fucking catnip. Again, it might be something else, but I remember that. Because I also remember this because a YouTuber animated and voice acted this fucking fic. And it is a trip! Yeah, Foxtrotes, it's this. I think it was Moon Kitty who, did it. But it's just such, like, an overpowered, like, ultra perfect, can do no wrong character. But the thing is, you can technically do a Mary Purdy and his love for catnip. Thank you! You can technically do a Mary Sue, or Gary Stu is the male equivalent. But you have to be, like, you have to basically make their conflicts more internal. But then, by doing so, it stops being a Mary Sue. It's just... I know people say, I'm gonna make my character a Mary Sue and then make a good story around them. By doing so, you're kind of defeating the concept, but...
Yeah.
An example I've kind of seen is Saitama from One Punch Man being used as, like, a good way to do it. Because, like, he is technically, like, nothing is a problem. He can, like, do whatever the hell he wants, basically. And it's the result of everything around him that changes. I don't know enough about One Punch Man to, like, say anything on that.
So, I think the thing that makes Saitama a good Mary Sue is the fact that he is actually well aware that he is, as a matter of fact, a Mary Sue.
Right.
And because he's aware that he is a Mary Sue, he knows that anything is not a problem. He understands that him just showing up will solve the problem, but that's not interesting to him.
It's boring after a point. I think actually...
it's just boring. But not only is it boring, it's that he's so nonchalant about how powerful he is that the amount of destruction that he causes with his power, he's kind of blind to it.
Right. Which I think, like, I do think, actually now that you say it, describe it, I think that to do a Mary Sue or Gary Stu, they have to be self-aware, at least the story has to be self-aware of it. Like, know that, like, you're putting this on, like, kind of like, almost on the border of parody, but like not quite fully across.
I think that Mary Sue's mostly work in parody.
Yeah. Like, it's actually, I think it's actually kind of interesting because, I think the default example a lot of people use for Mary Sue is the fucking chick from My Immortal.
Well, yeah.
But the thing is, she technically doesn't, apply as a Mary Sue. She technically isn't one because there's a lot of things that, she can't. I read this thing in high school. Like, we read this in class. Not, as an assignment. But,
that would be the fucking funniest
it
would
be!
I would have ever heard of.
I will say, I made the case to our English teacher. But that, fic is actually very, sexually graphic. So, obviously, that can't be done. But it is, kind of insane. But she technically is slightly more than a Mary Sue. But that is, so, subjective on your definition of a Mary Sue. Oh yeah, by the way, speaking of being confident choices, dumb choices, a Free Willy remake is in the what? A Free Willy remake?
Look, I'll be honest. My mother told me about the Narnia remake.
What?
When Phantom Crustacean originally brought the Narnia remake out to me, I thought he was making a joke about a bad decision that could be made, not actually telling me of a bad decision that was made.
Oh, no, I didn't know that they were doing this. I'm mad. Honestly, the first movies, while not entirely, close to the canon, but, close to the books, were still pretty good. At least the first one. I'll give it to the first one.
Do not recite the old magics. I was there when they were written.
It was great! Wait, did you guys ever see, the old Narnia movies?
No. I know that there was, animated movies.
So
back in the day.
They weren't fully animated? It was, much worse Roger Rabbit. Because it was before Roger Rabbit.
I think I saw one and it was actually animated, completely.
And then I might be
about the ice cream.
mistaken. I might be mistaken then. Because it has been, I think I was in 5th grade? Oh, speaking... Go ahead.
I know that the one that I saw, it wasn't called, it didn't really bring attention to The Lion, Witch, and the Wardrobe. It was literally just called The Ice Queen. But when I watched The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe,
You're like, I know that bitch!
well,
I know that.
It was going over familiar beats, and I was like, wait, I know this. So, yeah. Either they plagiarized or,
Honestly, it's hard to tell.
You're going to make ass on a woman. The aesthetic is going to be 80s metal, and it's going to be set in the 2000s.
I don't know if you're serious or not. Is the scary part.
That's the worst part. It's serious. My mom talked to me about it. That's exactly what she said.
Okay, rewind. Is this Narnia or Free Willy?
Narnia.
No!
With that said, I will simply quote my favorite quote of all time that got spawned because of The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. The Lion, the Witch, and the audacity of this bitch.
I love that one too, but that is... The thing is, you could do a Narnia remake in modern age, but you just have to be very aware of the themes of the original, and you can change those themes, but you have to be respectful and actually be a good writer to make new themes work in the modern day, which I don't have confidence in anyone in doing in Hollywood.
But you have to be a good writer. You're making a very heavy ask right now, you.
Honestly! It's I'm trying to ask for the sun and moon! God. Freaking.
No, that one also had bad writing. like Lily not knowing that, you know, keeping repel in the bag is going to repel the Pokemon in your bag.
Hey, maybe that's the reason Nebby kept escaping. And go ahead.
I like Sun and Moon, but like, God, the only thing that stops me from replaying it is the fucking tutorial.
The what?
The tutorial for Sun and Moon is the only thing that stops me.
Oh yeah, it holds your hand way too long.
Yeah. Other than that, it was like one of my favorites.
Same! I remember playing it when I was like doing college hunting, like I went on a trip. And I remember like reaching like towards like the end and just being like, damn, I think this is my favorite Pokemon game in years. And then Ultra Sun and Moon kind of ruins it for me.
Oh?
Like, I don't remember. Y'all ever play those?
Yes.
Like, it's
I have not. I wanted to.
Right, we
still have them, yes.
He just never got around to it.
So for me, I don't like Ultra Sun and Moon because they take away Lucamine's agency. And basically, like, completely soften her edges. I like Lucamine. Yeah, I like Lucamine in the original game as a villain because she feels like, aside from all the Pokemon and fucking mad science shit, she feels like a real villain. Like I have a difficult mother, so I really connected to Lily basically. So when you come into like Ultra Sun and Moon, they're like, oh no, she actually is a great mother. It was just the neurotoxins fucking her up. I'm like, okay, what the fuck?
Okay, here's the thing. My understanding from original Sun and Moon is that she used to be a good mother, and then her husband went missing, and she got obsessed with finding him to the point where she was just neglecting her children.
Yes, which is true. But it's the fact that it was still ultimately her choices. Like, she still was, like, the one acting with it. This one is basically saying she was being controlled by a Nihiligo.
But that doesn't happen until the Nihiligo's on her head.
Yeah!
Like a goddamn Gundam.
Exactly! That's why it frustrates me. Because, like, it takes away, like, her being a villain. She doesn't feel like... And then you get to fucking I'm gonna rant. You get to fucking Pokemon Masters, which I do like Pokemon Masters. I stopped playing it because, like, I get a little obsessive. But they completely are like, okay, Mom, we don't care that you nearly killed a bunch of people, this, and that. We're gonna completely forgive you unconditionally. And then she is just a perfect mother. And I hate it. They're basically like, they don't even ask Gladion and Lily to like contest with the abuse she put them through. It's just like, we're family. We have to forgive each other and this, and that. And I'm like, I really dislike it.
Like, here's the thing. Your family, you kind of are biologically hardwired to actually forgive,
yes.
But like, give time to process.
Because like
forgiveness.
Masters is supposed to take like right after like every Pokemon game event, basically. Which, don't worry, timeline wise, it's whatever. It's a gacha.
Don't worry. It's just Dialga. It's just Dialga.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. That's another thing that, like, I like Masters because I love the characters in Pokemon. I love the humans, so that's why I like Masters, so I like seeing them. But in their story, the other thing that they do is they basically try to redeem, like, all the Pokemon villains. Which...
But why?
Yeah! Very good question. The only ones they haven't tried to, or at least, like, fully tried to, are, Giovanni and Ghetsis. Which, okay, why are we trying to, like, why did we redeem the guy who wanted to nuke the universe? Why did we redeem the guy who's basically French Hitler?
That's right, he is French Hitler.
Like, why?
Why did we redeem the guy who wanted to literally bring Satan into existence?
Exactly!
I love Giratina, but I recognize the symbology.
Like, honestly, I think I said, because they were getting ready to do a Volo event, and I love Volo. He's, like, my favorite one of my favorite Pokemon characters. I have a mini shrine to him. Like, not literally. But, like, I stopped...
That's a lie. It is literal.
It's not like I pray to him! It's just
Okay,
like, he's
fair
just
enough.
chilling. He's just chilling on my shelf. Along with, like, his babies, his Togepi. Point is, I stopped playing around the time that they were getting into, like, his main events because my fear was they were gonna try and redeem him. And I was gonna be like, no! Like, this guy directly tried to kill a child. Like, directly. Like, not even the way that, like, Pokemon tries to, like, hand wave stuff, you know? This guy is kind of a dick. And I don't know, I stopped playing because I didn't.
He stayed being a dick.
That's actually a problem I have with, like, modern media as a whole. I feel like so many people are scared to make villains villains.
True and real.
Because, like, that was what was pissing me off. Because, like, Archie and Maxie, the Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire versions of them, you can make the argument, like, okay, you can redeem them because, like, they did technically do a good job of, like, rewriting them a bit, and they were never as bad as a lot of the other villains were in the original games to begin with.
I want more land. Well, I want more ocean. Muna, 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 muna.
Like, literally, like, they're just kind of stupid. Like, these guys were trying to do eco-terrorism, and they're not smart enough to do it right. You know? So, like, I can understand
I
forgiving them.
grabbed this orb to summon Groudon. Why are you here, Kyogre? You grabbed the wrong orb.
If we can't be talking about such serious topics, it would make the kids uncomfortable and the parents would complain. You have to understand they're a multi-million-dollar company. Well, that's the thing. Like, I get that that's their mindset nowadays, but, like, video games have been, like, even children's video games and children's stories as a whole have been dealing with, like, complex characters for a long-ass time.
Secret of Nim.
Secret of Nymph! Fern Gully! Like, so many of these things. Like, is this a controversial take to say that, like, I think children should be a little traumatized by at least one kid's movie in their youth?
Here's the thing. You want to know what one of my favorite fucking kids' movies is? Like, I grew up with this movie. I love this movie. To this day, if you sit me in front of this movie, the rest of the world will disappear.
What?
All Ducks Go to Heaven.
Oh, yeah! That's a favorite, too.
Yeah, that was a good one.
And, like, it's another one. Renzi the French blame US for the heat wave. Him, turn the AC up, valid. No, I'm being sarcastic. They're a bunch of hacks who are cowards, yeah. Go ahead, I was just reading the comments.
Look, just because we are superior to you in every way and have air conditioning doesn't mean that we are causing the heat wave. It just means we're better than you because we have air conditioning.
I was texting Ren earlier, like, the only reason that we actually settled the West as much as we did was air conditioning. It wasn't cowboys. It was AC. There was like a history show I like to watch that basically tried to make that point. And they're like building it up like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be fighting this important guy. Like, it's a cowboy story. And when it's like this guy who's like gonna change the West forever, they tied an air conditioning unit onto a horse and rode it in. And I'm like, that's who really tamed the West. Which is very true.
I mean, to be fair, it doesn't matter what the invention is. If it helped us tame the wilderness and the weather, I don't care what you think. I don't care what other surrounding factors are around it. The fact that there was a singular invention that said, the weather's not an issue anymore.
Yeah, it's
That's
incredible.
Gonna change history.
Exactly.
So fucking hard.
Exactly. It's pretty cool. I just remembered that, like, when we were talking about it, I just remembering that bit, just because it's very funny. No. On the thing back with, like, kids being traumatized by their media, I feel like there was, like, you know how the original Lorax had, like, a pretty somber ending?
Yes.
Like, it was, like, and, like, that was a point. It was like, hey, you have to actually care about shit if you want shit to get better, you know?
Yeah.
And that was important for kids to learn, like, especially, like, even at that age. Like, even the cartoon from the time did that. And so, when we get the Lumination Lorax, they're like, oh yeah, let it grow. Everything's fine, guys. We saved the world. There is nothing to ever worry about ever again. It defeats the purpose. Like, yes, the original is, like, kind of scary for kids, but, like, that's the point.
The thing is, right?
Right?
I think that we are sheltering children from reality in a way that it is suffocating. Like, I know for a fact that recently, well, I say recently, but it was like 2020. It was like a while ago.
It still feels recent.
Some kids were arrested at a fucking... It was either like a McDonald's or a Burger King.
Right?
And their offense was they said the N-word.
Right?
They didn't even say it at anyone in particular. They kind of just, oh, I heard that this word is really bad. And then they got arrested.
Yeah. I feel like, what was the... Oh, wait, I know a really stupid one. I believe this one happened at a kindergarten. Basically, a cloud in the sky ended up like, just shape of a gun. The kids were suspended.
What?
I don't think it was... I know which one you're talking about, but I don't...
Let me double check.
I'm either thinking of the exact same one that you're thinking, or we have different stories, but I think it's a kid was eating his Pop-Tart and chewed it into the shape of a gun.
I remember hearing this story. It could have been exaggerated. Let me actually, like, look it up.
But it's like... I understand that we have to treat children with children's gloves because, well, they're children. But we cannot shield them from reality.
Oh my goodness gracious! I actually found the case. I was, like, wondering in my brain if it was, like, an Onion article. Like, I was, like, really, like, it's probably, like, an Onion art. No, it was real! Basically...
Children were suspended because cloud shaped like gun.
Gun-shaped cloud spotted, students suspended for 5 days.
What the fuck are they, airbenders?
What the fuck? Dear parents and guardians, I'm writing to let you know about an incident that occurred this morning in one of our classrooms and encourage you to discuss the matter with your children in a manner deemed most important. What?
That he just pointed out something. It was like, oh, that.
No. This is also the Pop-Tart incident. They're relating to it. They're mentioning it as well, like in the same article, like as another crazy example of this. That is... What the fuck? Somebody commented the Muggle version of the Dark Mark. That is insane. I don't know if you guys know Harry Potter.
I know a little bit.
Yeah, I know a bit.
It's been years since I, like, it's just like that thing they summon. But I'm just like, what the fuck? How? Like, literally, you're right. Are they airbenders?
But, like, the kids had nothing to do with the cloud formation.
Like, what? Like, what's the logic? We can't let the kids see it, but then, like, okay, you guys get detention one day. Still stupid, but at least makes slightly more sense. Also, Foxtrot says, I wonder if people are scalping ACs over there. I bet they are. Europe.
Wow.
But yeah, I just remember, like, I worry, like, I forgot I saw a study recently that, like, kids are being, like, there's less reports of, like, childhood injuries, of, like, all that kind of stuff, like kidnappings and what have yous. And, like, oh, it's okay, it's because we're taking better care of our kids. But
No,
also...
Let me put it to you this way. I don't think we're taking better care of our kids. I think we're actually taking worse care of our kids.
Yes.
But the thing is, most of our entertainment back then was outside. Most of our entertainment now is inside. We're not taking better care of the kids.
They're just not doing anything anymore.
They're just not outside. They are in a less vulnerable position. It's a good thing.
Well, what I was going to
mention...
mention...
exercise. That's a bad thing.
What I was going to mention, because the study followed up, that even though those trends were dropping, like, rates of children, like, having friends, or, like, saying they enjoy doing stuff, are going down.
Well, yeah, because they're not doing stuff.
It's literally, like, kids are, like, quote-unquote safer, but they're not having childhoods. Ah, yes, the Pop-Tart incident. A topic Pippa will defend on her grave for whatever reason. It is because adults don't
peop-
like us doing anything.
Wait. What do you mean people will defend it? What the fuck do you mean people will defend it?
Like in
Is
one
she
context.
defending the child getting fucking... There are less reports, not because things are safer, it's because we're just not reporting on them. There's also that. There's
Yeah.
also...
That is also true. Like, one of the things that I know was supposed to, like, it's one of those things that was supposed to help kids, but kind of backfired, is, Amber Alerts.
Oh,
Like,
yeah, you told me about this.
Yeah, like, they were very useful when they first came out. But the issue became they started using them for, like, less and less, like... The bar of, like, when to send one out kept getting lowered. To, like, where you'd have a case where a kid was just, like, at another parent's house and it was, like, dropped. So because of that, like, obviously, like, ask anyone, and pull up. Like, ask anyone when they get an Amber Alert, what do you do when you see that?
I just mute it.
Exactly. It doesn't...
So I don't necessarily instantly mute it, but most of the time it's like, that's nowhere near where I am.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, I mean, like, I look at it and it's like, oh, it's in this place where I'm nowhere close to. Oh, okay, bye.
Yeah, it's like, it's exactly that thing. It's too broad, it's too frequent, it's gotten to the point that people just aren't gonna follow it. Same thing actually happened with milk kids. Like,
I know exactly what milk kids are. I just hate that that's the name.
That's a horrible name. Kids who were put on milk cartons. Because there were cases of, like, kids having been found, but, like, they're still on the milk carton. But the one that was crazier is that dairy, like, farms, they were given, like, I believe, like, some money from the government if they put the faces of lost children on cartons. And the same
I can already
thing.
see how this gets abused.
Yeah, same thing happened. Lowest possible thing happens, and they use it as an excuse to put it on there. Now you're taking attention from actual cases. Now people are gonna start caring less because it's all the time.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that, like, I know a solution to this, but I know it was, like, there were problems with these things ahead of time that should have been spotted, you know?
The issue is that a lot of the... There was once a bounty upon snakes.
Yes. Oh, I remember this
And
one.
in order to prove that you have killed a snake, you have to show up with, I believe it was either the tail or the head of the snake.
Yeah.
So what people ended up doing is that it was the tail. They realized snakes can live without a tail.
Yeah.
And they can regrow said tail. So they would just lop off the tail and keep the snake.
So I thought you went in a different direction than I was thinking. Because another thing
There was a different incident where they started breeding snakes and the entire fucking snake was necessary to prove that you got a snake.
I remember that because also we were getting snakes imported for that reason. Which is like, yes. That is
Probably
unfortunate.
It's probably where the snake pet trade started.
I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it because, like, we do have, like, obviously the Americas have, like, a lot of unnative stuff here. Like, it's kind of like, the
like
problem...
People...
It's kind of like the problem they had...
The joke was too easy.
So, like, I think, like, the problem is similar to the one they had in Australia, where, like, they had one pest, and they're like, okay, we're gonna bring the frogs to take care of the pest. Fuck! Now the frogs are the pest!
I know
I
in
have to
Florida,
ask Phantom
Burmese
Chris-
pythons are an issue.
Yeah. I have to ask Phantom Crustacean, is he like, when Peepa defends the incidents during the Pop-Tart incident, is she defending the teacher or the student?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering too.
I assume she's defending the teacher because otherwise it wouldn't be such an outrage. Because I'll defend the student, obviously.
Right.
Because, like, oh no, he bit the gun
The
and
teachers,
he bit
really?
the Pop-Tart.
I'm actually kind of surprised by that.
Yeah, Peepa does not strike me as the kind to defend a teacher who's just like, Oh, gun-shaped Pop-Tart. Detention.
I think it, like, obviously we don't know everything about the incident, but my thing, it would be how, like, one, record of the kid. Did he have, like, a record of, like, hurting, like, other students in any way? You know? Like, it would have to be, like, a more than one incident thing for me to get that, you know? Because, like, there's that, and then there's, like, kid, who, like, you don't know. But it is, like, still a really strange circumstance.
Yeah.
Like, we don't know enough about, like, what the kid did, you know? Like, I remember being like, oh god, I'm, like, digging up this memory with a fucking shovel. Being in, like, elementary school, like, maybe first grade. And obviously, I was a freaking nerd. Well, not even nerd. I loved Sonic X. It was my favorite show, okay? That's what I was getting at.
Okay.
And, like, so me and my friends, like, they have, like, weapons in that. We, like, do that kind of thing, you know? Like, with, like, basically finger guns. And, oh my god, the teachers lost it. Bless you! So, like, I can't say, like, I understand the sentiment, but I also just, like, it's back to that thing of, like, coddling kids, and then there's the whole, like, strict rules make sneaky kids.
Yeah.
She's defended Joker too, so who knows what?
I didn't know she defended Joker too. I was aware of that one.
What? Actually, you know what? I can't say shit. I really I like Ready Player One. I can't talk.
We are all entitled to have our own bad opinions.
Yeah. I would I think that
Even
is...
though she did.
That's kind of funny. Like, she doesn't have anything to compare. That's kind of funny. I do, like, I want to get back to, like, the whole thing with, like, kids and media, because, like, I really wish we still got, like, those kind of, like, borderline, like, scary kids movies. Like, the Don Bluth stuff and all that stuff from back in the day. Because, like, I feel like those would, like, you could do really cool concepts now, with, especially, like, with the technology we have. That, like, well, that's the other thing. Like, animated movies, like big studio ones, they're not aimed for full families anymore. They're just aimed at kids.
Bruh, that's stupid.
That's, like, literally something that's happening with a lot of them. They're like, well, look at the way the Oscars treats animation. You know, they say it's a genre.
Okay, yeah, but, like, I look at anything the Oscars treats well with disdain, so...
Yeah, you're not wrong there. It just does kind of suck because you have so many of them. Like, what pisses me off is that they're not even required to watch the movies. Oscar voters are not required to watch the movies that they vote on.
That is annoying, yes.
That is insane to me! Like, what? Like,
Congratulations, Oscars, you broke her.
It's just such an absurd idea for me, you know? Like...
I agree with the statement because if you're gonna judge a movie, you gotta actually have seen the movie.
It is literally judging a book by its cover.
Yeah.
Well, the Game Awards
Well,
is voted on by people who've never touched a game. We shouldn't take either. At least with the Game Awards, like, they've at least seen playthroughs. Still not great,
Maybe.
but at least, yeah.
No, even that is not justifiable.
Yeah, it's not,
Let
I'm
me
saying
put
it's
it-
a little bit more.
Like, let me put it to you this way as of to why I don't take the Oscars seriously. And it's about to get very sexist and very racist.
Oh, no.
But in order for you to even apply for the Oscars, you have to have women and minorities in your fucking movie. And it's like, okay, but that doesn't make for the sense for the setting of the movie. Then you're not even going to get nominated. It doesn't matter that you made the best movie that year. If you don't have gays, trans, women, and minorities in your movie, you're never going to see the light of day. It's like, why are those mandatory? If I want them there, good. If I don't want them there, that's my decision. Also good.
It's one of those things that, like, it's the same thing, like, with the girl power for me. Because, like, it feels like you want... I get the idea of wanting to be inclusive, because the world is, like, a lot more than just, like, what we've seen in Hollywood the majority of the time. It is important to have that, but it's just very true that not every story is going to have those, like, requirements, you know? Like... you can't write, like, every story in that situation. Like, especially, like, you want to do, like, something in, like, a super small town, rural America. It's less likely for that to be the case. And what ends up happening is if you do try and, like, actually do it, it comes out as forced, which then just hurts the diversity more and ends up being, like, kind of, like, it makes the problem worse. The problem they're trying to solve worse, basically.
I mean... I'm gonna let you deal with your phone.
Yeah, BRB.
I mean, the issue has become so great that we have, in essence, created a slur for it, which is the diversity hire.
Oh.
Give me a moment, chat. I know I'm supposed to be entertaining. I am currently reviewing my kanji. Not my kanji, my hiragana. Let's not forget their obsessive need to rewrite history. Yes, the fact that they obsessively rewrite history pisses me off. God. This isn't my channel.
Yep.
This isn't my channel.
Yeah. Tone a little down. You might have got a little too carried away with speaking freely.
There.
I'm gonna show you the color and you can tell me if he looks okay or not.
Hi, I'm back. Phantom Crustacean. Let's not forget their obsessively need to write history. You have to remember that history is something that's being found every day. Like, we are discovering new things every single day about pieces in our history that we thought were one way, but were actually another. And...
ooh, I'm liking the colors.
ooh, let me look. I'm gonna look. Oh!
I'm currently working on him.
Right. I like the
See,
colors.
I agree with you, Uni, but that should be like annexing to history, not rewriting history. Because I understand what Phantom Crustacean is trying to say. Like how they're trying to say that Beethoven was black.
It is frustrating with that stuff. That is something that has happened, though. There have been people who were identified as one race in the past, but we did discover, like, through DNA testing, through more advanced, like, researching, we can find out things that were different. I'm not saying for sure that's the case, but it's not impossible it's the case, is the thing. Because something that was very common in a lot of practices back then were lightening people's skin tones when they were painted. That was something that happened frequently. So that's why I'm saying, like, you can call it rewriting history, and I do believe there are cases where they do that, but there are a lot of cases where just the science hasn't caught up for us to find these things. It's like the same thing with, like, when you're dealing with, like, crime scenes, you know? Where you have, like, situations where somebody is like, oh, based on all the technology we have at this time, this is the person who's guilty. Only for them to be exonerated decades later, because the technology changed, we know more. That's why I don't think it's, like, really fair to call it rewriting history, even though, like, there's always been agendas. But when you have multiple sources coming together to, like, confirm something after years and years, I think that's different.
There's issues when both sides have multiple sources.
That is,
Yeah.
of course, the case. Like, generally speaking, for me, if it's, like, one resource, or just, like, one, like, if it's one thing, I'm not inclined to believe it as much, you know? But with a lot of things, it is a lot of these.
It's essentially, unfortunately, it's the case of whatever kind of fits our bias. Because
you
that's
have-
how we are. That's how our humans are.
It's how
ego is
humans
our
are.
bias.
Ultimately
Yeah,
speaking.
Ultimately speaking, humans do just confirmation bias. Oh, this agreed with me. Disregard data that didn't.
And ultimately, it's like
We do it a lot.
it's it's both sides who do it. It's one of those things that just happens. Like I ultimately with like somebody like Foxtro's meant Helen of Troy, that is very far back for us to like say for sure. Like there's a lot of resources. You can look at the geography and say like, okay, 99% she is not like the race that we've seen her as has been the case forever. But then you also have like the case of where maybe in like 20 years we find out more science that shows that that area of the world was more diverse than we initially thought. Like
Okay, but why do that now when we don't have that information?
it's like I said, people are going off of the information they have at the time. Like give it a few years. Like I said, it could very well just be like, oh no, our original thought was right. We gotta retract this. But the issue with science, unfortunately, and all that kind of stuff, and it's kind of like a issue specific to nowadays, is that you put that paper out there, and even like if you yourself disprove it some years later and put that paper out there, the first paper is always going to be documented. So it's always going to be something that like people can look up and say like do vaccines cause autism is a really good example of that. Because this guy, horrible doctor, put that paper out there. And even though all of his findings were proven wrong over and over again, that paper is still out there and it's still on official sources. So people can just point to that. That's
I think the issue with the paper of vaccines causing autism is that around the same time, we also, actually started diagnosing autism.
It's like, it was really early on, and, I know that, like, it wasn't a bad thing to look at vaccines as a potential cause. But once it was thoroughly disproven, it's the fact that people are still dogmatic on it that we're losing the ability to actually look into the science behind it because people want to keep returning. It's like you found something in a completely different experiment, like whatever, and you know it didn't work, right? Like, let's use the Einstein and the light bulb. He tried it one way, it didn't fucking work. He knows it didn't work, but instead of trying something different, he just keeps using the same stuff he has to say it's gonna work. That's like what...
I mean, the whole point of science, which people seem to forget, because I hate the people who are like, just trust the science, just trust the science. The whole point of science is to not trust the science. The whole point of science is to...
You have to question
disprove things.
Like, I feel like people... talking about, like, the Odyssey, that she's written to be fair-skinned. Again, like, people... It's been a thing in human history to, like, always, like, want to lighten. It's just a trait we have. But no, I get what you mean. Like, any good scientist will be glad that you're investigating their paper, that you're trying to disprove it. A good scientist would think that's a good thing, because if there is something that they did wrong, they'll want to learn how and why. It's like, there is like the issue though with like some scientists who are just like, no, I am right. You cannot disprove me. You disproving me is a personal attack. When that shouldn't be the case. It should be, like I said, you should be thrilled that somebody wants to try recreating your results and figuring it out themselves.
Yeah.
Like, that is
Also,
the point of science.
I think maybe we should switch subjects. Because you guys have started getting very adamant, and you're supposed to be drawing, and you kind of
I know, I got distracted, because, like, I am very, like, into, like, the science and all this stuff. Because I do find, like, all that stuff really fascinating.
Oh, what you're talking about, I'm still drawing.
Okay, yes, Ren, but this is not your channel.
That is also true.
Because, what's it called? I forgot the term for it. Oh, well. Cause oh yeah, I remember what I was gonna say. It's the science of the reason we call scientific theories theories is because they could always theoretically be disproven. But they are, like, as far as we know, to our best of our ability, the best science we have, you know? Like how folks didn't believe that washing your hands was important when doing medicine for a very long time.
Oh yeah, and that's how many people got killed.
Yeah! Like, some of them are just, like, I feel like even without, like, our modern knowledge, that should be, like, common sense, but, like, what's common for us isn't common, like, as it was in the past.
There is no such thing as common sense, I believe is the sentence.
Yeah. Because everyone's experiences shape their view of the world differently. It's all, like, really fascinating, like, how we interact with our world as humans. And how we, like, have come to understand it. Like, the fact that we know as much as we do about the space is actually insane.
You know, we know more about space than we know about our oceans.
So off subject, but art. Can I gloat a little bit?
Yes, gloat.
Do it. Do it!
I am surprised that I have managed to recreate Dunn's color scheme without color picking, and it still looks like it's within the
lighting.
Yeah, like it's still. He might be a little too warm, so I might have to tone that down. But he's still, he's within the cool scheme.
So it still feels like harmonious with, like, the environment. This guy does not need ears.
Something that I need to. I won't tone him down until I figure how she looks in relation.
Like how you want to handle her body and the lighting?
Well, she's supposed to be the brighter part. She's supposed to be the focus.
Because she has the fire around her.
Yeah, but right now my eyes are. They're going to him. And
fair enough.
It's fine for now until she's colored. And then if they keep on going to him, then that's bad.
Yeah, right now she's just basically blends in with the background because she just doesn't have color yet. I think she'll stand out more when you do, especially because the light should be illuminating her more.
Yes.
So I think that should help. Make a big difference.
Yeah. Because right now she's still kind of a blob.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah. I like that his colors essentially work.
That they fit in the environment.
Yes. It is a hard thing to do because I was just going off the color wheel, essentially.
Right.
Not color picking and whatnot.
You're just, like, using your eye to guide it, right?
Yeah.
Which is hard.
Me in a conversation trying not to forget the point. Trying not to interrupt me, trying not to forget the point.
Did I draw this on the wrong layer? No, I didn't. Okay. I did, but I didn't. Okay, we're good.
I am happy that I draw like a caveman, which means that I don't use multiple layers. Because I don't have to worry about drawing on the wrong layer.
You could just be like, this is the layer.
How many layers? I'm already reaching 100 layers.
Let's see, I have the layer for my grid. I have the layer for my practice. I have my reference layer. And then I have the one layer which I am actually drawing on.
I tend to put, like, all my line art on one layer just for, like, ease of keeping it all in, like, one spot. Unless, like, I'm really dealing with, like, a lot of, like, hard areas to do.
Since I'm doing an entirely different method than my usual, I just make new layers when I want to do corrections.
Right.
So I've done at least 100 corrections.
The one last thing I will say on that thing, Phantom Crustacean, is that it is a minority. That's why I said a good scientist. Not necessarily a bad scientist. Like, I know that there are a lot of bad ones, but I do believe as a whole, science does care and does focus on these things. But there is so many idiots out there who just see it as a way to get their own goals. And that's the last I'll say on that.
Yeah.
Because after a bit, you're. It's an unfortunate conversation that can go on forever,
Yeah.
and that's not the point of your channel.
No, I'm very much like not really into like going into political stuff generally. I do like find history and like the way science works to be very interesting, but I like to consider it outside of like agendas. Because you're right, it can go on forever.
It definitely can.
It is a topic that can go on forever, so much so that several streamers and several YouTube channels, that's their entire identity.
Yeah, which is fine for them to do, but I just don't like getting like that serious on my channel generally.
I will say that, like, again, I have plenty to say on that, but I also don't want that to be my identity.
Right.
I'm happy to talk about it if people want to talk about it, because obviously I have opinions.
You have opinions? Count!
How dare you? How dare you,
Obviously,
Fox?
I, like everyone else in existence, I have the opinions. But, like, politics becomes too all-encompassing.
It's because the
And-
world as a whole affects everything you do, so it's impossible to talk about anything like that in a vacuum.
Yeah.
I'm trying to decide how to do this. I'm like trying not to worry so much about like the how would you say, like the details inside, because these are supposed to just be focusing on like me working on silhouettes. So I'm like, I'm trying not to get like too hung up on like things looking weird in certain spots, but I'm like, okay, it's not gonna matter. It's not gonna matter. Just look at it as the whole thing.
Yeah, that's hard. Good luck.
Well, that's why like also I wanted to like do this idea for a mass attack, like focusing on silhouettes. Thought it'd be good for me. Just being able to like look at something and look at it that way.
Yeah, fair enough.
A
I
Chihuahua
once
mix.
again feel like I grew a Tibetan fox.
A Chihuahua mix with a Husky. I don't think you would have eardrums.
That sounds like a that sounds like an awful time.
Like that, like literally I am saying like what I said. You're not gonna like those are both pretty loud breeds, and Huskies are a lot louder. And they're both
Sure.
very vocal breeds.
Yeah, they're very dramatic.
They're dramatic. They like to talk. Huskies especially. So now you have like this Huskies already make a lot of noise, like Chihuahuas don't always, but they often do. So you're gonna have like I mean, if you really hate your neighbors, this might be one way. I
It's
wouldn't
a good
recommend
way to
it.
let them know.
It's a good way to say you hate them. But I don't recommend it.
Yeah, it still looks like a fucking Tibetan like a Tibetan fox.
Size
God
doesn't
damn it.
matter when you have the confidence of Satan. I feel like a lot of Chihuahuas really do. Like, Chihuahuas are just those dogs that really think they are substantially bigger than they are.
Yep.
They think they are, like, massive little guys. And it's very funny, because, like, my grandparents' dog is a Chihuahua, and she plays really well with my dog, who's a German Shepherd mix. And it's really funny because, like, my dog Bruce, he's very much like, okay, I know that, like, you're too small for me to, like, play with normally. I am gonna adjust my play style so I do not hurt you. And she goes at him like she is as big as he is. And, like, if he does get annoyed, like, the most he does is, like, bap her with his paw. But in her mind, she's still big. She's still big. It's really cute, but it's also really funny to watch.
Yeah, I believe it.
Have you seen, like, excuse me. Have you seen a dog with dwarfism before?
No.
I think I have.
It's kind of funny because, like, without fail, they look like you mixed them with a corgi.
Amazing.
So, like, it's like some people are like, oh, is it a corgi mix? No, she has dwarfism, and it's like they look exactly the same. Like, corporate wants you to find a
You
difference
said a
between these
corgi
pictures.
mix? No, it's just a fucking midget.
She's just short! I've seen a husky with the condition before IRL. adorable. Adorable little creature. But she did look exactly how I'd imagine a husky and corgi mix would look.
The eternal puppy look.
It's not even like it's not eternal puppy because like you know how like grown dogs they do have like a different face to a puppy, right? And like different proportions. It just looks like you took that, put it on like a smaller body, shortened the legs, so the proportions look like a little weird, but like really cute at the same time. It's really interesting. Like, oh, hold up, I'm gonna Google. Hold up.
Watch
Excuse
this,
me.
some husky.
Yeah.
Okay, now it looks like a bear.
Hey, you're encountering my issues. When I first drew it.
Let me see. Yeah, actually this one looks kind of more like a wiener dog, but I'm also like, I think my description of it looks like basically a normal dog, but you shorten the legs is pretty accurate. I'm putting it in our Pathfinder chat. I think like my description was actually pretty on the nose.
Alright, give me a moment.
It does look like a wiener dog.
It's so funny. They're like so like huskies are beautiful dogs too. Like I remember as a kid I really wanted one, but because of the climate we're in that would be very cruel to do.
Yeah.
I love
Be nice to the puppers.
Yes. I don't want to like at the same time though, please don't shave your dogs. Like if they have thick coats, please don't.
They need those.
Yeah, that's how they
grow out
cool.
evenly.
Yeah, that's how they cool off. My mother has a Labrador Poodle mix. And it's another mix with something else, but the point is she's a double coat. You're not supposed to shave double coats, because like you said, Ren, they don't grow back. Because like, it is like that kind of thing with like how if you go to like a really hot environment, like the Sahara, for instance, you expect it. Like, you want to wear as little clothing as possible, that's how you're gonna stay cool. But when you, like, see the cultures that grew around it, they tend to have, like, more clothing because depending on the material, like the fabric you're using, it actually cools you off. So that's, like, the same concept for, like, dogs with double coats.
Also, huskies don't simply freak out because water.
Yeah.
You gotta remember that they come from like the fucking Arctic, where falling into water could literally be a death sentence.
Like, it's like, there's a term for it, but I'm just gonna call it evolutionary PTSD.
It's evolutionary. It's evolutionary psychology.
Yes. That is a much better, but probably a more scientific term, but I also think evolutionary PTSD is kind of funny now that I've said it.
I mean, it's not an incorrect assessment. Evolution, like, hello, welcome to this Ren's retarded science class, where I explained that I fucking took psychology in college, like, for the 20th time.
Yes.
There are actually
I should get you a mug.
ingrown behaviors that any animal, including humans, have based on how and where they were born. Because certain behaviors are encouraged.
Yeah.
Such as, if you cannot reach that branch, you're going to die. Okay, stand up straighter, stand up straighter, stand up straighter.
Or you can do a giraffe thing.
Or you can do the giraffe thing.
Neck
the thing
expand.
is, the certain behaviors are encouraged by survival. And because those behaviors helped you survive, and those behaviors are the reason you survived, those behaviors get passed on to the next generation.
To make sure that they survive.
To make sure that they survive.
It's
there are certain behaviors that no longer apply, like theft.
I was also gonna say Uncanny Valley.
Or the Uncanny Valley.
Like, that's a really good example.
There was a good... oh, hey, that thing looks awfully like me, but it isn't me.
I don't like it.
Oh god, that thing is being... That thing that looks awfully like me, but isn't me, is killing things like me that I recognize as me. I killed that thing because I recognize that that thing mildly looks like me but isn't me. But now anything that mildly looks like me but isn't me is scary.
Yeah. Like, what's it called? There's a piece of art, I'm gonna have to look for it. It's of a Tyrannosaurus Rex, like, looking at the camera. And a lot of people who have seen this art are like, it really unsettles me in a way I can't explain. I saw somebody comment on it, dinosaurs wrecked the shit out of mammals so bad, we still feeling it.
Yeah, fair enough.
I'll have to look for the art, because it's also, like, really well done. But just, like, something about it is just, like, very, uncanny, yeah. It's really cool. And it's also, like, the same reason that, like, humans are, like, pre-programmed to have a fear of heights.
Kept falling off of the tree.
Kept falling off of the trees! Like, that's the first fear you will develop. That's also why, like, so many people, like, still very much have, like, that fear ingrained in them. Which, you know, it's a fair fear to have. Like, don't be stupid. Can I rant about a movie?
Oh, go ahead.
I need, on the topic of heights.
Yudi, it's your channel.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
it's your channel. It's not my channel.
Oh, that's right. I'm gonna talk.
I'm co-hosting you, not the other way around.
Damn. Okay, so, like, there's this movie. I can't remember what it's called. But it is such a frustrating movie to me, because it's one of those that, like, if a single person had acted rationally, we would not be here.
Snakes on a plane.
No, that one gets a pass for being parody, okay? That, like, if you're parody, for the most part, I will not judge you. Like, for parody, as long as you're funny, I will not judge you. If you are not funny, then why are you here?
Here's the thing, I will actually judge parody much harder than I will judge a normal movie.
Fair.
Because parody requires understanding.
They have to understand what they're parodying.
Yeah, because if you do not understand the thing that you're making fun of, then you're not making fun of it right.
Exactly. So, what the? Okay, I just heard a noise. So the movie I still can't remember the name. Basic idea, these three people really love rock climbing. It's a girl and her husband, and then, like, their friend, another girl. Husband dies while they are rock climbing, right? Sucks. Awful. Horrible. Girl basically says, I don't want to rock climb anymore. Her friend, the one who wasn't, like, the non-married friend, is like, come on, it's the anniversary of your husband's death. Let's go spread his ashes somewhere really high up. Right? It's...
Okay.
They climb a radio tower in the middle of bumfuck nowhere. Tell nobody. Middle of nowhere. This thing is so high, it has to have the little light to let planes know not to hit it. It is like summer, it is hot as hell. They didn't bring, like, much of anything to carry up with them, and this thing is rusty as hell, falling apart.
So, what I'm hearing is a murder plot.
Well,
like
no.
the Witch Blair Project.
Well, this would be a very stupid murder plot. Because it would also 100% get your ass killed. Because the two girls go up the ladder.
Okay, well then it sounds like a suicide pact.
That's probably more accurate. The girls start climbing up the ladder to get through the main part, then they use, like, the rock climbing gear to, like, start climbing up and all. They get to the top, they take their selfie, they're all like, yippee, look at us, we did great, guys, time to go down. They have no way to go down. And the rest of the movie is literally, like, them stuck at the top of the tower, unable to, like, get help, and they didn't bring nearly enough supplies. They didn't bring, like, fucking sunscreen, so they're, like, sunburning badly. They're stuck up there. They didn't tell anybody anything, and the backpack with their resources fell down onto the satellite dish below.
Okay.
So, yeah. Yes.
Hang on, it's just, I am remembering how these towers are constructed.
Yes.
And I am genuinely questioning, how are you just not climbing down?
Because the ladder fell off. And they
Somehow
don't.
my question remains.
Yeah, Foxtrot's is right. They're idiots. The way that you see it, like, there's not really a super safe way to climb down because they didn't bring enough rope.
Idiots.
Exactly! Like, it's like, they have a drone, too, right? They didn't charge the drone before they went out.
Why would you ever pack if you're going to have electronics with you that are meant to help you do literally anything, why would you not charge that?
You
A
would
fantastic example of this is why would you take your cell phone when it's on the verge of death?
Yup! Or at least bring a power bank. Anyways, they do this whole thing where one of the girls manages to get to the little light. You know, the light that alerts planes? And she gets to it. She manages to pull it off and plug in the drone so it can charge. Which, it already sounds kind of good. Yeah. Don't worry about it. They plug in the drone so that it can charge. And from there, they're able to fly the drone down. And they're like, okay, we're getting there. We're gonna fly this drone at person height. Across the freeway.
What? Why?
Take
So
a guess
it
what
can
happens
get
to their
damaged,
drone.
that-
Yeah. It gets hit by a truck.
Okay, actual question. I'm gonna use my canvas as fucking material. 'Cause I remember well, those things are like.
Let me see, like,
Constructed
let me know when you
something
draw
like-
it.
It's been a while since I've seen them.
Yeah, we don't generally see them. That's why I said it was in the middle of bumfuck nowhere. Let me look at your canvas. Doobity-doo.
But they're kind of built like this, right?
Yes, exactly.
Like, can you not just fucking climb using these?
Here's the thing, they're stuck basically at the top of the pole part. Which is very high up. It's like multiple stories high before you get to the
I'm
part.
aware of that.
Yeah, before you can reach the part you can climb. And if you try just sliding down it, you're gonna fuck up your whole body. But
So hang on. So this here part, that part right there, that's multiple stories high.
yes, from like the little bobble to like where the middle arrow is. So like the thing is that they do try to reach the area you're pointing to, so they're not completely stupid. But it's just like everything they do to try to do that is stupid. Like one of the girls, like fucking, I don't think anyone cares, but spoiler for this movie, one of the girls dies while she's trying to get the backpack. And it's so like traumatic for the other girl, like the one who lost her husband, that she starts hallucinating that the girl is still alive and helping her.
Oh.
Also, I forgot to mention, there was like an implication that the other girl was cheating on the on the girl with her husband. Like, there's also like that implication they give, but they never really follow up on it. They just see that like she has some tattoo or another relating to like an inside joke. Point is, girl keeps trying things. Something that they try to do is they throw one of their shoes down with a phone in it. Right?
Why?
So they're too high up to get reception.
I feel like that would be the opposite of the problem.
You would think. Or it's something like that. They throw it down and all, and they notice that like some other like truckers or something are driving by. They start like waving for help and all. And they're like, "Oh yeah, come here, this way." Like the truckers see them. They like basically they're like, "Hey, could you go ahead and get us help?" I don't remember how they tell them. Like they have like some way of like talking. I forgot how. Like, "Hey, could you get us help? The keys are in the car. This, and that." And the guys are just like, "Oh, okay," and they drive off. It's just like, gee, when are they gonna be back?
Again.
Exactly. So like towards like the climax of the movie, what the surviving girl ends up doing is she manages to climb down to the other girl's body, where she got all messed up and has been being eaten by birds. She tries the, like, she's been stuck up there almost a week. She tries the phone thing again. But this time, like, to make sure the phone stays intact and, like, it gets to the ground safely, she puts it in her friend's body and throws it off the thing.
Okay then. Question.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because I'm just a crazy psychopath that thinks it would be fun, but why did they not have like a parachute?
I've always wondered that about rock climbers, honestly.
Like, hooray! I got to the top of the mountain. All right. How do I get down? The same way I got back up. Why do you not pack a goddamn parachute?
Deadass has been like my line of logic for years for that kind of stuff. Like, I'd like want a parachute. Like, even like if you're planning on like going down normally, wouldn't it be like nice to have that like on your back just in case?
Like, I don't know if I'm just a crazy person who wants to like looks at a cliff and the fucking lizard brain goes, you should throw yourself off of it. That says, if you're gonna go rock climbing, pack a parachute just in case you're a retard.
But yeah, that's what it ends up working for the girl in the end, so she survives. Somehow, and like her dad arrives and is like, oh yeah, happy ending, this, and that. And I'm just still like, I feel like you guys made
that
so
sounds
many
like
mistakes.
a shit ending.
Like, they get
Also,
saved enough.
there's now a corpse there with your fingerprints all over it.
Well, it's just like
like I know that you can make the case that you didn't kill her, but all they will see is your handprint on that shit, and that it died of fucking blunt force trauma from falling from a high place.
it doesn't look good.
It just looks like you pushed someone.
Yes. But I'm also like, I feel like she had been out there for like a week, so they'd already been missing. Like, she was in rough fucking shape. I don't remember if this is a law or just like a courtesy that like depending on the survival situation, some crimes, like quote unquote crimes. But I'm still like, huh.
I feel like the crime that falls under the, if you're this desperate to survive, we'll fucking let it slide. It's like cannibalism specifically. Great, now I'm drawing what we're talking about.
Cannibalism. Like, I mean, to be fair, cannibalism itself isn't illegal. Like, you're allowed to do it, it's just the procurement of the food is the problem.
You heard it here first, folks. Uni wants to eat feet.
No, the reason that, like, the feet slip happened is because I was specifically thinking of a case where, this is a recent case, where basically this guy and his friends had always agreed that if something happened to them, like, hey, would you guys be down to, like, eat somebody's foot? Like, let's say if, like, somebody's arm got, severed or whatever, would you guys be down to eat my arm? Like, that kind of thing, right? They had that agreement. Well, one of the guys in that group lost his foot in a motorcycle accident.
Okay.
And he's like, hey, can I keep this? To the doctors. Oh no, they're barking. They don't want to hear the truth. But, what did I just delete? I deleted the wrong thing. Okay. They were like, okay, yeah, we're okay to go ahead and eat this guy's foot. So they made a party out of it and turned his foot into fajitas.
Oh!
All I'm hearing is Kershaw like 5 years ago talking about the ethical cannibalism parties.
It's like, this thing happened, like the dude actually posted like the recipe.
No! Absolutely the fuck not!
But I'm just like, that's, what kind of friends you gotta have to do that? Like, what is in the world is wrong with some people? Honestly.
A lot of things.
But it's like one of those things that like sits in the back of your head like a morbid curiosity, you know? Like, you would never do it, but you're like, what would that be like, you know? Because,
No.
listen. I don't think I would do it. But it's just, it's interesting to me that there are people who would. I remember, like, they had, like, a description and all that stuff, like, the experience, and I'm just like, wow. Like, I think what's crazy is the fact that they did it, and the fact that they, like, went out and, like, told people they did it.
Hey man, what's up? Marcus lost his leg. Oh shit, we're eating leg today?
It was just his foot. It was, like, just below the shin. So, like, still a fair amount of leg. And I believe he kept it as, he kept it, I believe. I remember that.
Well, yeah, he kept it as an ingredient.
No, not ingredient. Like, you can obviously keep the bone, right? So that's what I like.
He kept the leg bone. He kept the foot bones.
Wait, this is reminding me of another crazy case I heard a few years back. Basically, there was this guy. Hello. Who was, he and his uncle were very big fans of, like, rock and all that stuff. And his uncle passed away. I don't remember, I don't think it was in America, but, like, the guy managed to get approval to essentially, use his uncle's body to make a guitar.
I hate how cool that actually sounds.
The funny thing is, like, he talked to his mom, because his mom was like, why the hell are you doing this, and that? And he's like, tell me, what would Uncle want? Would he want to rot in the ground, or would he want to shred? And she was like, he would want to shred.
What would Uncle want? How fucking dare you use solid logic against me?
He would think that was sick as fuck! Like, I don't know, I know a lot of, like, these random stories, like, there was the case
How
where-
dare you be correct in this specific
How
situation?
dare you be right that my brother would think this was cool as hell? Like, I'm not saying, like, that's how I would want to be buried, but I'm just like, that's still insane. Or not buried, but, like, take my body taken care of. That would still be kind of crazy, though. There are just so many crazy stories of that. Like, you guys have heard of, like, the storage locker leg, right?
What?
No.
I hate that I keep saying this stuff, like, oh yeah, that, and you guys are like, what? Like,
This perfectly normal thing. The fuck are you on about?
Like, it's so normal, like, oh, this is totally, like, you guys haven't heard, effectively, you guys-
Even Foxtrot doesn't know, he's known you longer than me.
So, like, have you guys heard of, like, the concept of storage wars, right?
Yes, I've heard of storage wars.
Well,
A bunch of people gather around and they bet on what's inside the storage, and sometimes they win big and sometimes they fucking lose a fuck ton of money.
Right! You know, because, like, it's a quick glance, this, like, it's intended, like, for the company to, like, get money out of something that might be worthless. So, what happened, because these things happen off Storage Wars too, of course, like, just storage locker, auctions. Well, somebody won one time, and as they're going through it, they find a nice grill. And they're like, oh damn, this is a really nice grill, I want that, like, thinking it's cool. They open it. Whole-ass human leg! Just chilling there. So obviously police get involved, like, it's a whole thing. What they finally end up managing to do is contact the dude who actually owned the storage locker. And he's like, oh yeah, that's my leg, I was saving it to be buried with me.
What?
That is unironically fucking funny.
And I'm just like, bro, you knew your leg was in a storage locker and you stopped paying it? Like, my guy, at least take-
he might have forgotten.
That's why I'm like, how do you forget your leg? Like, how do you forget you had a whole ass leg in there, bro?
Out of sight, out of mind. Very simple.
You're not wrong, but it's still, like, so insane to me. Like, I know people who, like, lose limbs do that a lot. Like, they'll save it somewhere just for, like, the same reason to be buried with it. But I'm always like, I feel like that's something you keep relatively close to your person, right? Yeah, I think
Evidently
Foxtrot
not.
recognize it. Right? Freaking, I remember I have one more weird story about amputated human parts. I don't remember, like, what limb it was. It was, like, an arm or a leg. But this person, like, they lost it. They asked again, can I keep it? Like, the doctor gave it to them. They did the whole beetle thing where you have beetles, like, because they can clean that thing more than a human could ever. And he made it into a lamp. Just the bone into a lamp.
Okay.
Like, that's
at least it's better than some of the other
yeah.
human body part.
Like, at least this one
stories
was
that I know.
intentional, and they knew where it was the whole time. Like,
I was talking about, like, when it comes to, like, fucking bullshit macabre shit happening to human bodies, most of the stories that I know come from World War II and Hitler's girlfriend wife.
Like, there's a lot of, like, messed up ones, but, like, I am greatly amused by, like, silly shit, like the dude forgetting his leg was in a locker. Like, not an amputated thing, but I remember this one went a little viral. The cops were had to go to this lady's house because there was hair sticking out of her trunk. And, like, obviously, yeah, the concern is that she had a dead body in there, right? They go to her door and she's like, wait, shit, that's my wig!
Okay, so unironically, I have a story that's semi-similar to that.
Yeah?
So, after we got into the car accident,
Right.
wife's sister lent us her vehicle. And in the back was a bunch of beautician stuff that niece was going to school for beauty stuff.
Right.
Suddenly, as I opened the trunk, the fucking mannequin head just starts rolling at me and scares the fuck out of me.
Well, yeah, your brain is initially like, oh, fuck ahead.
Yeah.
Your brain doesn't register it's fake effort. That's really funny. I imagine that was a hell of a scare, but oh my god.
Yes, it was. It was terrifying.
You're just like, oh damn, oh god, I'm curious, Foxtrotes. What's your story like the wig? Will say, while Foxtrotes is typing, I am forever salty. I've never been allowed to keep any of the organs I've had removed from surgery. I wish...
I could kind of understand. Like, before I was like, you're weird. But, like, after hearing all the stories that you've apparently heard, yeah, I kind of get it now.
Like, why?
I kind of understand why you thought you would be allowed.
Why are these doctors handing out fucking, like, whole-ass limbs, but I can't have my gallbladder? It's not fair.
I officially understand where your stance on that is.
I remember, because I had a tumor in my left arm, and I had it removed in high school. And I still have the picture. I'm obviously probably not going to show it because it's kind of graphic, of the tumor they pulled out. But I so distinctly remember looking at the doctor and being like, so can I have it?
Can that be mine?
Can that be mine?
I mean, it was already mine, so can I just get it back?
It came out
it's
of
not
me.
Inside.
Yeah, like, it was already in, like, a sterile container, all that stuff. So I'm just like, yeah, can I have it? And he just, like, looks at me so tired, and he's like, no, you can't. And I'm like, damn it! I remember even, like, because I wasn't actually put down under for this.
What?
Yeah, I wasn't on, full anesthesia. They just numbed my arm, and then cut it out while I was still awake.
I could not. I could fucking not.
I remember because, like, I was, like, so scared I was gonna feel it. I will say, the anesthetic they did put in my arm hurt like a bitch.
But nothing afterwards.
Yeah, exactly! Because, like, I was so scared that I was gonna feel it. And he's, like, squeezing it with the tongs, and he's like, can you feel that? And I'm like, no. And he's like, you're good. I didn't feel it. And after the initial, like, oh shit, he's digging into me, I was, like, watching him, like, the whole time.
Oi.
I could not.
Like, I was
My mom
like,
says I could. I don't think I could.
I was just so fascinated with, like, how precise they do the stitches. Because, like, they don't do it with their hands. They have to do it with, like, the tweezers. It's really cool. A guy called the police over a human toe was in their garden. It turned out not to be a human toe, but a potato. Well, how could you... You can't blame them. It's in the name. Potato.
Hang on. Yeah, it was a toe. It was just a potato.
A potato. Frickin'.
Your snow leopard is actually looking snow leopardy and pretty feminine.
Ooh,
right?
let me look.
Like,
Oh yeah, that's looking nice.
yeah,
I like the brush you're using.
yeah, he made that himself.
The little heart. That's cute.
So the heart was already like for some reason in like the presets of brushes I could get,
Right.
but I was looking for a brush that had a pointed tip.
And a lot of them
Because everything
don't.
else was just a circle. So I looked at the heart and went, that's a pointed tip.
Yeah, I've had the same issue when I've tried to do stuff like that. Like, I don't know why they're all, like, weirdly shaped. Like in the Clip Studio, basic ones. One last thing on the arm thing. I distinctly remember afterwards. Like, my arm thing, okay? I distinctly remember going to not Denny's, Village Inn afterwards. And just, like, with, like, the massive, like, scar, because, like, it wasn't covered in, like, a bandage. It was covered in a clear bandage, so you could still see, like, the whole line and everything. And, like, all the blood and all.
Oi!
Yeah. I remember that. When was that? I think that was in 2017. Because there was a period of my life where I was having a surgery every 2 years.
Oi.
Now I'm at the point it's every year. Yay! Well, so far not this year, but we'll see.
You poor thing.
It's Gucci. The first one was my tonsils.
I'm sitting here like, I promised Nana to protect this?
That's like a hard task!
That is a very high task you're asking of me, Nana.
Like, how do I... And then the fact, like, I don't have, like, depth perception in my left eye, so I'm always running into shit.
Oi.
I dropped actually that happened today. I dropped some papers. And as I was, like, reaching down, I literally slammed my face into the chair, because I didn't, like, see it.
Oi, uni.
It's like I see it, but, like, my mind is like, that's far enough away, I'm good. No, it isn't. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear.
Yeah.
Objects in glasses are closer than they appear. Yeah. Actually, it's interesting because, tonsils aren't getting removed as much anymore. It's, like, becoming, like, a less common thing. Because, like, it's one of those surgeries that gets more, like, dangerous the older you get. Just because, like, you're developed more in that area. So, they've started to, like, find ways to do so, like, to take care of the problem without completely removing them.
Oh.
Yeah. It's really interesting. Also, crazy thing, they can grow back.
What?
Tonsils can grow back. Did not know this was a thing, but it happened to my mother. So when they did her surgery, because obviously my mom is pretty old, they didn't fully remove one of the tonsils. They missed like a tiny bit. And from that tiny
now the tonsil is back.
Exactly! The whole tonsil came back! And her doctor was literally like, what the fuck? What the fuck? I didn't know it could do that!
That is the wrong. I need to look at that.
It's kind of wild. With all the times I've had to go to the doctor as a kid and as an adult, I remember being a kid and being like, would I want to be a doctor? Like, do I technically get, like, preemptive experience for being in the hospital all the time? Like, does that count?
I don't think so.
No, it doesn't, sadly. I'm
currently taking my eyes off of my art.
To, like, rest and come back to it with fresh ones?
A little bit, yeah. I think,
got you.
My brain is too much on it. I think the coloring looks well from what I can see from Ren's.
Right. Nah. Changing songs. Yes, yes. Oh, like the liver. Did it. Yeah, the liver can grow back. I did know that one. That's like with, like liver transplants are one of those organs that, like, they only take a little bit, I believe. Like if you offer to be a donor. because I believe it can just technically grow back on its own after a period. Like, after you, like, get, like, healthier. Like, humans aren't quite at the point of growing back limbs like lizards. But we're still doing some crazy shit.
Mm.
Like, the shit we're able to do is still really cool. Like, I'm having a hard time, like, trying to figure out the placing for the eyes on this character just because of the angle. But I think... This character reminds me, like, of Unknown from Pokemon.
Which one?
Just Unknown. Like, all of them.
Okay, so you're looking at Unknown the Quick Brown Fox.
Yes, exactly. Or Black Sphinx, take my vow. That is also technically a sentence that uses all the letters in the English language.
Huh.
I know, because, like, I saw it once, and I'm like, that is way cooler than the fox jumps over the brown dog. That is so much cooler. When I was really young, I had quite a bit of surgeries. Yeah, it's generally, like, with some surgeries, it's a lot safer when you're younger because your body hasn't, like, completely, like, grown into itself yet. So, like, it still has a chance to, like, grow around, like, whatever change in the surgery, like, is brought up. Like, I got my tonsils out when I was, like, 17 or something.
Black
And
Sphinx Take My Vow?
it's not Black Sphinx, take my vow. It's something else. It's something like... Okay, it's Sphinx of Onyx, judge my vow.
Ah.
And some other people, like, apparently that one is missing Z, though, so the other one is Sphinx of Black Quartz, judge my vow. Yeah, that's the full one. Yeah. It is a lot cooler.
Yeah, I do like Sphinx of Black Quartz, Take My Vow. That is
Judge
really
my vow.
fucking edgy, and I really like it.
It's sick as hell! Now, like, and imagine, like, looking at fonts with, like, that mental image while you're looking at it. Sick as hell. There you go. I remember there was a Tumblr post that had, like, the poster drew art of, like, it was, like, a really cool, like, watercolor art of, like, a literal black quartz sphinx with, like, the words on it. And I was like, I need that to be the official standard. Let's see.
You're gonna have to send it to me in typing so I can remember it.
Let me go ahead and just copy paste. And do it before I forget. I've been trying to do that more. Like, if I need to do something, just do it there because I don't trust my ass to remember to do it later.
Fair enough.
Yeah, there's several things I've asked you for.
Yeah, I got the memory of a fish.
But I'll ask you that after your stream.
Yes. Okay, I sent it to you, Ren.
Thank you.
Of course you saw it on Tumblr. Hell yeah, Tumblr's great. All the cringy people went to Twitter.
I would disagree, but a lot of them did migrate to Twitter. I'm not gonna say Tumblr is great, but it is a place where you can oftentimes find great things.
It's better than it used to be, is what I'll say. Because the other thing is that I do appreciate about Tumblr is I actually only see shit from people I follow in my feed. Which,
You know what? That's fair.
yeah.
That's fair.
So, like, that's generally, like, like, I don't have to worry about randos most of the time. And if I do run into a rando, it's because somebody I already knew reblogged something they had. And then maybe I want to check them out, because somebody I already, like, follow. So maybe it'll be something I like. It's not as aggressively algorithm as a lot of apps nowadays.
Yeah, that's fair.
They're literally like addiction boxes being formed. That's what they are becoming. There you go.
But Uni, how else are they supposed to make money if not with your addiction?
Yeah. Yeah, if something's free, you're the product.
Yep.
What about free ice cream, though?
You wanna know what that pisses me off?
Hmm.
YouTube should have actually been the if something's free, you are the product. Should have been the ultimate that, because like, yeah, we are literally putting ourselves out here for you guys to like
Watch.
consume what we're doing.
We are making your content.
And what did YouTube do? They fucked it up.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, to be fair, I will give credit where credit is due. Fucking Susan Wojcinski. I have to give her credit for figuring out how to monetize YouTube.
yes.
However, she should not have been put in charge of YouTube.
I still think that, like, YouTube's, like, quote-unquote, like, fall from grace started when it sold to Google. Like, I get why they did it, like, additional servers and all that stuff for a quickly growing platform. But I'm still like, we didn't need one centralized video sharing platform, you know?
I mean, I'm going to mildly defend YouTube on this one.
Right.
Because it was never meant to be one centralized video platform.
Well, that's what I'm
the
saying.
issue is that the issue is that all of its competition fell.
Yeah. Which is unfortunate. Like, I honestly just, and I know I'm not alone with this, like, I think the internet overall was a lot better when everything wasn't centralized in, like, only, like, a few websites.
Oh, yeah.
Like, well, it was so much easier to, like, find, like, stuff you liked. Like, people weren't screaming at each other. You could just chill on Club Penguin and no one would bother you, for the most part. I actually never played Club Penguin.
Same.
So I don't know shit about Club Penguin. All I know about Club Penguin is that it often gets compared to Habbo Hotel. Which is a different issue because I also don't know shit about Habbo Hotel.
So you're just shit out of luck?
Yeah. All I know about Habbo Hotel is that the pool's closed.
I've heard that joke, but again, know nothing. I do... What's the word for it? I was gonna say a thing, but I forgot the thing. Oh yeah, I did play some kids' MMOs growing up. Like...
Wizard 101.
No.
Maple Story.
No.
Pirates 101.
No. You will not get it. You will not guess it, I'll tell you that.
Jinx
Tiny
Club.
or me?
Nope.
IMVU.
The one I was addicted to was Our World.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, I never heard of it.
Yeah, most people haven't.
I was genuinely searching the recesses of my mind for that one. It did not show up.
It is so niche, even at the time. I'm actually very curious if it's still functional. I am still...
We've distracted her yet again. She will never get her art fight done.
It shut down in 2021. Cool. It was basically like, I spent hours on that game, but I can't tell you what I did, because I don't remember. It was
It
like...
was a time sink.
It was a time sink.
That was my time on Tiny or Me.
Like with Pop
I mean, I hung out with... I know that... Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I know on Tiny or Me, I hung out with friends, and it was my first like, of a gacha.
Right.
But, like, if you ask me what did I do on that thing, other than what I just finished saying, I don't know.
Yeah. I was the same, because, like, I know like, my school was weirdly, like, the people in my school were weirdly into... Oh, puppy? Let me look at puppy. Was weirdly into our world, like somebody... Oh my god, that's such a cute puppy. I'm sending it to everyone else. Yes, yes. But, somebody found it, and, like, just because, like, one person found it, we were like, okay, we'll try this, and everyone just started playing it, so we all had each other, like... Like, when we were in the computer lab, that's what everyone was playing, basically. But it was, like, what I remember mostly was that it had, like, cool fashion things. Like, it had a really unique, like, character building thing. Like, really cool designs and all that. Because, like, I remember really liking that stuff just because it seemed so different from, like, all the other ones I'd seen. But I don't actually remember what the gameplay was, aside from, like, just the dress-up doll aspect. Which, you know, is not a good thing when I can remember Pop Tropica pretty well on how the gameplay worked there. Y'all ever play Pop Tropica?
Nope.
First time I hear of it.
Really? Okay, that one actually does surprise me a little bit. It was basically like, just like a really simple, like, not full MMO. Like, technically you could interact with other people, but they weren't, like, on your screen at all times, like there were no hubs. And then it had, like, themed islands. So, like, each island was a theme, and the theme was history because it was trying to pass off to parents that it was educational. But, like, one of the worlds was Mount Olympus, you know? And you, like, had to run around
cool.
throwing shit. And, like, I remember you, like, an item you can get, because you could get items from different events. One of the ones you could get was just Zeus's lightning bolt. And you could just, like, throw that like crazy. But they also had a Diary of a Wimpy Kid one, which probably, like, shows how old this thing is. I will say, at least for people my age, it's the one that most folks seem to, like, recognize more, like, remember more, just because, like, it was... Like, I believe it was owned by the same people who did Cool Math Games.
Huh.
Oh my god, I remember Cool Math Games.
So, like...
You finally said something I recognize.
Right? So it was, like, something that, like, some people, like, teachers were, like, more okay with us playing it in, like, our free time than, like, other games. Because, again, it was quote-unquote educational. And it looks like it went down in, 2024.
Oh shit, it died recently.
Yeah. I remember that when I was pretty young, too. When I was a baby. I remember that was one I played. It was also one of those games that was like, if you're older than 18, you are ancient. It considers you like an old person. Have you seen like have you ever seen the Club Penguin like age selection?
No.
Well, like, you have the typical ages, but it's like really small, like, it's something like 5 to like 8, and then like, it's really small things right before 18. You reach 18 plus, and it's a penguin with a walker.
Oh.
I'm like, that's so mean!
What the fuck are you doing here, old man?
We're not gonna teach you this lesson again! But, yeah, I remember that, because, like, I saw that, like, fairly recently, and I just was reminded, and I'm like, that is so mean. I can't remember for sure, but I believe the highest age you can get to on Pop Tropica was 24.
Oh.
After that, you just dead.
Yeah, you don't exist anymore. Those are ancient people. Don't worry about it.
God, I'm trying to think of what online thing. The only one I can really think of is Tiny or Me. Holy shit.
I don't believe I ever... Actually, I might just not remember the name. Tiny Your Me?
No, Tinier.
Oh, Tinier Me.
Yeah, but it's all in together. And Tinier Me died when I was 20.
Oh my god, I don't know it itself, but I recognize the developers.
Yeah, they moved on to doing something else that I
Well,
saw.
one of the
like,
ones
oh.
I know they did is Kingdom Hearts.
What?
What? I did
Kingdom
not
Hearts
know
had
that.
an MMO.
Alright, the mobile one.
No, there was one on the computer, like a full MMO.
I did not know that.
It wasn't very good. Wasn't very well Like it had like the same style as like Tiny or Me, like super simple. And it had like important lore for the games that we found out through it.
Yes, that's called that is unfortunately called Kingdom Hearts.
Yes. Like those games take place like before the Keyblade Wars.
Oh my gosh.
So that was their explanation for giving so many randos Keyblades.
Keyblade.
Yes, Keyblade. Which key? Which key? The key or the key? That confused me so much. Like, wait, why are you still calling it Keyblade? That shit spelled it. What are you saying?
Why is it spelled with an X?
Why is it spelled with an X? That's not what? Fucking Kingdom Hearts. I saw a post that was like, hey, do I need to play the other Kingdom Hearts games before I play Kingdom Hearts 4 in order to understand something? To understand the story. And the person replied, I have played everything Kingdom Hearts and I still don't understand the story.
Honestly, for Kingdom Hearts, just assume that you're just here for the ride.
Literally, be here for the ride, be here for like the, oh, Disney and anime characters. Be there for the fact you can kick Ursula's ass. I don't doubt it.
Excuse you, I did not kick Ursula's ass, I stabbed her in the stomach.
You know what? That's a good point.
While singing.
I still haven't played, what's it called?
3.
Well, here's the thing. I've
1,
only played...
2.
Well, my first Kingdom Hearts game was Recoded.
Bruh.
Oh, pain!
That's what
Sorry.
Serge said.
You know what? At least you already got one of the bad ones out of the way.
That's what exactly what Sir said. He was like, that is a hell of a place to start. In my defense, I had been hearing about
you like Recoded.
I liked it.
Okay, well at least now you know that it's only going up for me.
It's only going up! That was my first Kingdom Hearts game. My second one was 358 and a half days.
I hear that people don't like that one, and that makes me sad because I actually really like the 158.
I couldn't get
days.
past Mount Olympus.
Wow.
So
how dare you disappoint Zack?
So what happened is that, I don't know if you remember, but there's an enemy that can only be damaged by thunder.
Oh yeah, fuck that shit.
And it basically, like, if you don't have it by the time you're there, you're soft locked. Like, there's no way to go around it.
But it's very easy to make money in Fight Thunder.
I don't remember, like, what the issue is. I'm gonna have to, like, pull up the game and see what happened. I haven't played any Kingdom Hearts games. They are a ride.
What do you call it? I was gonna say, I always wanted to play that game, but unfortunately, I wanted to do the multiplayer experience, and
yeah, that's not a thing.
Yeah.
So the other game I played was Dream Drop Distance.
I didn't get to play that one, but I hear very good things about it.
I enjoyed it.
You played it. I'm guessing you played it because the world ends with you.
I found out about The World Ends With You through it.
Oh, okay.
I was like, who the fuck are these guys?
The World Ends With You was great.
It really is.
Anyways, continue.
So the other one I have played, the last one I played, is 3. Now this is where I have a confession. I have only ever finished Recoded.
Lamau. Okay, you want one that you can finish? You go with 2. It's the most stomachable one.
Well, we have apparently like all of the games here, so I am planning on just playing them all. Because what they did is that they have a few of the rips of the games. I suggest playing them. They're just wild. So what they did is they basically put Kingdom Hearts 1 through 3, Chain of Memories, Birth by Sleep, basically all the side games into like one collection you can buy.
Oh yeah.
And you know what?
I actually want them.
You know what they did to Recoded and 358 and a half days?
They made a movies.
Yep.
Yeah, I know.
It's sad. But, yeah, the only reason, like, I know Recoded is a weird-ass place to start, but what happened was I had been hearing about these games thinking they seemed really cool, but I only had Nintendo stuff. So, like, I couldn't get, like, any of the games, so I basically see one of them on DS, and I'm like, hell yeah! And I get it.
Oh.
And this is gonna date me. I got it from a Kmart.
Oh. I haven't seen those in a long time.
They're almost extinct. Right now, they're just critically endangered.
True statement.
Yes. I think they're only, like, found in, like, Australia now. I know they're not found anywhere where we are.
Yup.
But yeah, I've been wanting to replay them just because Kingdom Hearts 4 looks fucking insane. Will say, like, I know Kingdom Hearts 4 is gonna be, like, a soft reboot. Have you guys seen any of, like, the trailers or whatever?
Yeah.
So you notice how, like, they're in Shibuya, right?
Uh-huh.
So the interesting thing about when we see Shibuya and we see the 107 is that it's the 104.
Which is the one that is,
The world ends with you.
Yep. So I'm like, please, 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 please be kind to me.
Yeah, Kingdom Hearts 4. But Kingdom Hearts 3 was such a disappointment.
It was so bad!
That I can't really be, like, hyped for it.
I'm, like, feeling the same way. Like, I want to be excited, but in my brain, I'm just like, I don't want a repeat of Let It Go.
I don't know, Uni. I think you just have to let it go.
Cause, like, I remember in each Kingdom Hearts game I dropped, where I dropped it and why. Cause, like I said,
And
for,
Kingdom Hearts speed was let it go.
No, actually, I made it past that. No, like,
I think I've gotten to a point where I like how I'm drawing.
Let me look.
The
I still-
snow leopards.
Like, I already said in 358, and I really like that, and a half, days that I got stuck in Mountain Olympus because of that fight. In Dream Drop Distance, I got stuck on one of the fights in the Pinocchio world. Because, like, deadass, my hands couldn't handle it. And then the dream meter kept ending before I could beat the boss. And then for Kingdom Hearts 3, it was the Pirates of the Caribbean world. I did not get far in that because I did not like the motion in the water. I felt really cramped and it made me anxious.
Well, you see, you're not supposed to actually play it while you're in a real ship.
I know that! I have a bit of thalassophobia, so like dead ass, I'd go there and I'm like, no, I don't want to be in the water. I don't like the water.
But you like the water.
I like the water, but I don't like the deep water. The deep. The insanely deep.
Fair enough.
That's very different. There you go. Oh shit, I didn't do that right. Doop. It's Kingdom Hearts is like a franchise like I want to really like. But it's just so, like, such a mixed bag.
It really is a mixed bag.
That it's, like, really hard.
It's sad that it's a mixed bag.
Yeah, exactly! Hi, Bruce.
Yeah, I think I've gotten to a point where I like how I'm drawing snow leopards. I think I'm gonna be drawing them.
Oh, that's cute.
A little.
Also, gonna be ending stream because I tired and I went longer than I meant to.
Fair enough. Hey, I can remind you about that thing now.
Yeah, you can. Let me go ahead and start signing off. Thank you, chat, for joining. Thank you, y'all, for being co-hosties.
Oh, you're welcome.
And
You're most welcome.
And we switch to stream ending.